We're live at Coletco for tonight's live Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, please say hi. And as you can tell, as usual, I'm stalling, trying to get everything pinned. I've got an extra thing to do now. I've got to start sharing it on our story. I think some people found us last night through our Instagram story because they don't have Facebook and they really don't know how to get to our YouTube channel. So I'm sharing this to our story as we speak. I've got a picture I can post here. I'll use this one right here. And so welcome, and we got another great Friday night lined up for you. Another great live sale. Now let me get my Restream app so I can see y'all's comments in case they start moving too fast on the screen, which will happen at some point tonight. Friday night marks the last day for mail delivery, meaning the last deliveries for new vinyl, and we got plenty in. We still didn't get everything that was scheduled delivered for today, but we still got plenty. I don't think we were still missing a couple invoices of stuff from one of my major distributors, which had a lot of odds and ends. These are some big quantity restocks, like all the Kiss albums came in, the Jimi Hendrix stuff. I got some Mo-Fi and other records like that in today. Some surprises. A lot of this y'all have seen or have already pre-committed to. If you're not in our group, watching from my garage in Murfreesboro, because my air conditioner is broken. It is hot outside. It is hot outside. First day since the heat wave, I hadn't really been outside in it, but it's been hot. I have not shared it in the group yet. No, I've got it on our Instagram and Facebook stories though. So welcome. First crate tonight's going to be new vinyl. I think it's just a few titles in here. Like I said, there's a lot of big quantity restocks, and I'm going to go over these one at a time. Craig just said thank you or nice YouTube video, and that's how I'm going to start the show. I did a YouTube unboxing video for this Jimi Hendrix Are You Experience because this is one of my favorite albums of all time. I probably now own a dozen versions of it. US, UK, Japan, the UHQR, the Analog Productions here now. So different US pressings, different labels. The 180 gram, the music on vinyl mono. And it is absolutely fantastic. This is Jimi Hendrix Experience, Are You Experience? This is by Analog Productions. It's a amazing pressing. If you want to see the interior of it, I actually have one open that I'm keeping for myself. It has a book with it. It has a jacket. You know, it has a gatefold jacket that looks like the original US cover. I have two of these left. They are $139.99. I have two of these left. They are $139.99. Here is everybody that got one. Shepard Michael, Preston Rogers, George Delisle, Dallas Coop, Josh Duvall, Robert Johnson, Frank Kilpatrick, Michael Potts, and Joe Musser. My entire order came in, and I can still get these, but I still have two on hand. Jimi Hendrix Are You Experience. So now this is for the serious listener. If you know about Analog Productions, if you know about QRP, these are fantastic. This is $139.99. I have two left on hand. Shepard Michael, Preston Rogers, George Delisle, Dallas Coop, Josh Duvall, Robert Johnson, Frank Kilpatrick, Michael Potts, and Joe Musser. Yes, I have two on hand. Are You Experienced? Those are $139.99. So, and hopefully I sell out. If anybody else wants one, I can order more. I'm probably going to stock a few since that's one of those things after they go out of stock. As nice and great as it is, it could, really potentially increase in value. So, okay, I have not had a standard black vinyl, regular 180 gram reissue of this in some time, and this is the Clash Combat Rock. It is $28.99. The Clash Combat Rock, not Rot, or whatever I just said. This is $28.99, remastered. We have a green vinyl version that's an import. It's like $40 more. This is seems to always be the more popular version. That is the Clash Combat Rock. Those are $28.99. $28.99. Mark Sesnick said no sound. I don't think that's on my end this time. I think that's maybe on your end. Jeff Whitney takes the Clash Combat Rock. And I'll have the Aerosmith. Man, I forgot to ask John about that again. I don't know I don't know why we keep forgetting about that. Joseph, I will message you personally when I have that available for sale. I haven't been through the back to look through records in a few days now. And I seen it back there the other day, and it's probably in our gigantic stack. It's probably in our gigantic stack of autograph records that's back there. And Joseph, here's what I'll do. If I can get back there during our break, because we will take one tonight, I can maybe get it for part 2. I don't know why we keep forgetting about that, but it has not sold. Don't worry. Okay, looks like we sold 2 Clash Combat Rock, Jeff Whitney and Nathan Myers. Jeff Whitney and Nathan Myers on the Clash Combat Rocks. I also have Foo Fighters Greatest Hits. Foo Fighters Greatest Hits is $29.99. Yes, this is not from last night. This is another 10 copies of Foo Fighters Greatest Hits. Foo Fighters Greatest Hits is $29.99. So now I think I have an entire couple crates full of these in stock. But it always sells very well. Foo Fighters Greatest Hits, 16 tracks, $29.99. And I think I posted this one. I did, because John Sheehan, I have you down for one. But a lot of Kiss's catalog, especially their 80s albums, came back in stock this week. This is Kiss Lick It Up. It is $33.99. I have several available. Kiss Lick It Up is $33.99. John Sheehan, I think you were one person that pre-committed to this one. Kiss Lick It Up is $33.99. So, not many records in there, just a few titles. Kiss Lick It Up is $33.99. The Foo Fighters Greatest Hits is $29.99. And I still got a few copies left of the Clash Combat Rock, $28.99, which this one has Rock the Casbah on it. And Should I Stay or Should I Go? $28.99. Clash Combat Rock. Those are $28.99. Foo's $29.99. And Kiss was $33.99. Let me go ahead and do the next crate of new vinyl. I think I can knock out, before we do a big recap of new vinyl for this week, I'm going to go ahead and show a couple of crates, and then we can get into our vintage stuff tonight, which is a lot of records. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication, 2LP black vinyl, another restock of it, $41.99. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication, that is $41.99. I've got several here on hand. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication. Now, this is good news. Kiss Creatures of the Night is $44.99. I was worried I wasn't, as many people that started claiming this one, I was worried I wasn't going to get everybody's, but I did. Here's everybody who got a Kiss Creatures of the Night. Joe Willinger got 2, Danny Zarr got 1, Trey Mendenhall, Mark Karst got 2, Dwayne St. John, Nick McGurk, Nate Johnson, Susie Breedlove, Scott Corcoran, Randy Davis, Jeff McIntosh, Dakota Wilkie, Lonnie Smith, and John Sheehan. And I have plenty more to sell. This is kind of like Rush Clockwork Angels for this week. This is something that 2 weeks ago, if you wanted to get online and buy a sealed 180-gram 2014 remaster of this album, it would have cost you minimum $150. You can buy one right now for $44.99. This Kiss album seems to always be in demand, probably from their entire 80s catalog, or any of their albums, I guess, after Creatures of the Night. Just seems like there's always a bigger demand for it than a lot of the others. $44.99. Nathan Myers wants one. I have several available. I really stocked up on this one for that reason. So I've got plenty of those. I always have lots of Kiss albums. We usually have a couple entire cubbies of Kiss albums in stock, and so that's why we always have plenty. Here's the Prince box set. Prince Love, which Paul Brothers wants a Kiss. This Prince box set was really popular the other night when we showed it, and we showed it pretty late. This is a new release, and if you're not familiar with it, let me take a moment to read you the hype sticker, and then you'll probably want to buy one if you haven't already. Prince and the Revolution, the iconic Purple Rain Tour. This is a live box set from the Purple Rain Tour. The legendary concert recorded live March 30th, 1985 at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, New York. 3 LPs, remixed and remastered, and it comes with a 16-page book. Of course, they're doing all the hits and other tracks from Purple Rain Controversy in 1999. Talk about an awesome show. 3 LP box, Prince, Love. That is $64.99. I got 5 in the other night, and I sold out, and I've got 5 more. Doug had 5 ordered from one distributor, and I had 5 ordered from another distributor. So those 5 came in first, and then here's the other 5. Prince Love, $64.99. And I have not posted this one anywhere, so this is the first time I've offered this one. Kiss self-titled, and I think this is the last Kiss album I have to offer from that new restock. Kiss self-titled, their debut album. It's also $33.99. These are technically the 2014 remasters, and it's the same remasters they've been using for years when they reissue these. Very good sounding records. Kiss is $33.99. By the way, the blurb on these say, whatever original inserts came with these records. So I think like the Love Gun, that's why that one's always hard to get. It actually comes with a Love Gun, and it comes with whatever inserts came with those. That's what they came with. Let's see if Paul Brothers is down for a Prince. If he's not, then give him one of those. And then on Kiss self-titled, let's give Nathan one. We're going to give Scott Corcoran one. We're going to give John Miller one. And we're going to give John Sheehan one. This is the only one I did not post in the group to pre-sale because it was a lot of Kiss I was posting. And I bogged it down. I don't think many people seen Lick It Up because I had posted like 3. After I posted Lick It Up and like only a couple hundred people had viewed it, I was like, yeah, I've really slammed Facebook today posting all these Kiss pre-orders. So, do you have a release date for Love Gun? No, what I did is I went through and I made sure I had the rest of Kiss's catalog back ordered because it looks like they're repressing a lot of stuff. Here's something I didn't get because I still got the German version. They repressed Revenge, the US 2014 remaster of Revenge. If anybody's interested in that, it's $33.99 if I still can get them. I can have those here first of the week if you want the US 2014 remaster of Revenge. Other than that, the only thing I still have is the German import, which is like $15 more. And one of the other major pre-orders for this week is Cinderella Live at the Key Club. Cinderella Live at the Key Club. This is a gatefold pressing. And let me read off this extensive list. This is what's left. I already tagged some the other night. We pre-sold about 20 of these. Here's the next batch. These are now available for sale. If you know for sure you hadn't claimed one in the post, they're $29.99. Michael Ling, Susie Breedlove, Jackie Reynolds, Bubby Mercer, Scott Corcoran, Brenda Medina, Tillman Smoot, Debbie Blair, Randy Scarborough, and Paul Brothers. That's the rest of the shipment that came today. We've already got you down for one. This is Live Cinderella, Live at the Key Club. Now, this is something I need to make y'all aware of before we start shipping these things. I'm pretty sure what I posted said it was on purple vinyl. Now, what they have shipped me says limited edition red marbled vinyl, and they all are on red vinyl. I have not opened one. It could be like the Whitesnake Greatest Hits. They put a couple wrong hype stickers on some of them. I don't know if this is red vinyl, or you may open it up, it could be purple. Here lately, we've had a couple shipments of stuff, and the hype stickers have been wrong. So, if anybody, just so everybody knows, these may be, or it looks like they're on red vinyl. That's what they shipped me. There was no other variant available. It's not like I ordered the wrong ones. That's the only thing that was on there, and they showed it as purple. So, did I pull a Kiss for Tim Besaw? I don't think I did. Kiss self-titled for Tim Besaw, and then Gary Hackett and Mike Massey wants a Cinderella. So, I have 3 Cinderellas left. That's Live at the Key Club. That's a gatefold pressing. The keyhole here opens, and I've got 3 left on hand. That's been very popular. Kiss self-titled, $33.99. Prince is $64.99. And Kiss Creatures of the Night. Kiss Creatures of the Night is $44.99. Kiss Creatures of the Night is $44.99. Paul, you've already got a Prince box set down, so I still got all 5 of those left. And Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication, $41.99. Scott said he only wants a purple version, so we can take Scott off and put his back out for sale. Are the Kisses? These should be all U.S. pressings. By the price, these should all be U.S. They would be much. I have had Kiss imports before. They're usually, yeah, these are all the new U.S. remasters. Yeah, these are all U.S. Any of the ones that are $33.99, or for some reason, Kiss, the Creatures of the Night is always a little bit more. They always charge, like my cost on that is like almost $10 more than the rest of their catalog. Still a single disc release. I guess they just know there's more demand for it, so they charge more, which means I have to charge more. Let's go through this crate right here. John said he found some pretty good. Yes, more Foo Fighters did come in. So, Cinderella, Jimi Hendrix. I already did Kiss Creatures of the Night. Foo Fighters, Echoes and Patience. That one there. This is the. Still don't have all those, but I can read that list in just a second. All of the Rush came in. We have sold 50 copies of Rush now. And Foo Fighters, Color and Shape. Tillman Smoot, Susie Breedlove, Tim Smith, and Greg, you were on last night's list. I haven't showed Dynasty yet, or Crazy Nights, or I hadn't got to those yet. But that's some more pre-orders that come in. All right, let me see what's in this bin here. I'm also about to get some auctions rolling. If you're tuning in tonight, Friday night, thank you, and hopefully you'll spend your Friday night with us. We got some pretty cool stuff. I think I'm going to go ahead and straight sell this crate. I'm going to go ahead and straight sell this one, and then here in a minute, we will finally get some auctions rolling. We have several. We got several to do. Rush, you say? Yeah. Dallas, you sure you don't want to rush? So I had one copy of Clockwork Angels left that I was going to keep, and here's what happened. We had a guy like 20 minutes ago, a new customer in our group, comment, say, hey, I'll take a Rush if it's still available. So since it's a new customer, well, I would have done it for anybody, but I went ahead and gave him one. But luckily, I ordered 10 more last night, and they shipped me 3 more. So hopefully those 3 more that's coming, I can actually keep one of those, because I still don't have that one in my collection. The first bin tonight of vintage pre-owned is all check condition records. The Who, Who's Better, Who's Best? This is the very best of the Who. It's VG Plus, $24.99. Yes, I will put up White Line. I've got a Metallica OG, what I think is an OG. I'll have to check it. Once again, a lot of records tonight. A lot of records tonight. And yes, we do have a Shania Twain back in stock, April. April was very excited that Shania Twain has come back in stock. I'll show that later. The Who is a 2LP greatest hits, $24.99. King Crimson, VG Plus, $29.99. King Crimson VG Plus, $29.99. This is a US OG King Crimson, Lark's Tongues in Aspic. Not easy to find these. I wish it was near mint. Of course, it would be about $20 more. It's hard to find near mint, nice sounding OG King Crimson records, believe me. But that one's pretty nice. VG Plus, $29.99. America's Choice Hot Tuna. Hot Tuna is EX $17.99. I'm going to say it. I don't think I've ever seen that one. It looks also Hot Tuna. It looks like it's in a Tide washing powders box. Burger's Hot Tuna is a VG Plus $14.99. Hot Tuna, Hot Tuna. The Great Fantasy, Leslie West from Mountain. VG Plus $19.99. Never have seen that. Frank Zappa, Chunga's Revenge. Chunga's Revenge is a VG Plus $29.99. It's a gatefold pressing. VG Plus $29.99. By the way, our check condition records. Our check condition records is we grade accordingly to Gold Mine standard, which if you've been collecting records for a while, Gold Mine is a price guide, and which is obsolete pretty much at this point, but I think most people who's been record collecting for a while know and understand the Gold Mine record grading standards. And a VG Plus record, when you play it, is going to have some light noise and probably some pops when you listen to it. It's not going to be a dead mint record. So we grade visually. If we think it's just scuffs and they're going to be inaudible, you may get a near mint record from us. When you play it, it shouldn't have very little noise. And if anything, we guarantee it not to really skip or get hung up or be damaged, if anything. So we clean everything. Some things we ultrasonically clean. Some we hand clean. And, of course, everything's visually inspected. And regardless, though, we guarantee it. So if you get something and you're unhappy, you can return it. REO Speedwagon. This is their self-titled album, isn't it? No, this one's called This Time We Mean It. REO Speedwagon. VG Plus $14.99. VG Plus $14.99. I've got records before with looks like scuffs and it sounds horrible. And I've had records before with scuffs you can't feel and they make no noise whatsoever. So we have to, obviously we can't play check every one of these. Otherwise, we would do one crate a show, but we visually, and John's got pretty good at judging it. So, Bobby McFerrin, Spontaneous Inventions. Bobby McFerrin is a VG Plus $14.99. Nathan Myers wants REO Speedwagon, so do Nathan Myers. LL Cool J, Around the Way Girl, VG Plus $19.99. LL Cool J, this is a 12-inch single from 1990. LL Cool J, VG Plus $19.99. Pure Prairie League, Two-Lane Highway is a VG Plus $9.99. Pure Prairie League. Quicksilver Messenger Service. Quicksilver Messenger Service, VG Plus $19.99. Otis Redding, Live in Europe, VG Plus $19.99. Otis Redding, Yellow Atco label, VG Plus $19.99. Otis Redding, The Dock of the Bay. Wow. A VG copy, $19.99. Dock of the Bay. Haven't seen an original of those in several weeks. Kim Wilde. Kim Wilde is a VG Plus $14.99. And James Gang Passing Through. James Gang Passing Through is a VG Plus $14.99. Mia, you're first to Otis. Let me know if you want Dock of the Bay or Live in Europe. Billy Joel Piano Man, a VG copy, $9.99. Billy Joel Piano Man. Frank Zappa Hot Rats. Hot Rats is a white label promo. White label promo on Hot Rats. I got to slow down to say that one. VG Plus $64.99. Looks like pretty clean, too. Yes, let's see. Mia Willis wants first. Let's pull both Otis Reddings for Mia Willis. And Yaski, Kim Wilde is not a 12-inch. That's a full album. That's the full album from Kim Wilde, 1981, self-titled. I'm pretty sure he wants that. Oh, yeah, and this was something I meant to show, or I meant to put in this crate. Velvet, not Revolver, Underground. Velvet Underground, Max's Kansas City. Max's Kansas City, VG Plus, $34.99. Live Velvet Underground, Lou Reed. VG Plus, $34.99. This is, so we've had a couple of these. I think this is the one, I thought this was the one that I had kept, and I was like, uh-oh, let me make sure I don't want to sell this, but I think mine's safely at home, and this one's popped up from somewhere. So, here's a copy of Live Velvet Underground, and Dallas Coop wants it. OG Cotillion label, U.S. Press. Wishbone Ash, Number the Brave, is a VG Plus $14.99. We also have Starship, No Protection. Starship is a VG Plus $14.99. Grace Jones, Island Life. Grace Jones, Island Life. And that is a VG Plus $34.99. That's a pose that I think is humanly impossible to be able to actually stand like that. Howard Jones, Humans Lib. Howard Jones is a VG copy, $9.99. Blue Cheer, Vincerips Eruptum, VG copy. A very tough album. That's $19.99. Very tough to find those in good shape. We've looked and looked. Only have ever seen a couple. Aerosmith Rocks is a VG copy, $12.99. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, 4 in Blue. That is a VG Plus $9.99. Smokey Robinson. Another King Crimson. This one's called Islands. a VG copy, $24.99. I believe it's called Islands. No, this one's Lizard. Lizard. Original Atlantic inner sleeve. Lizard. US OG. Donnie Haney wants AS. That's Aerosmith. So did Donnie Haney. Lizard is $24.99 VG copy. Already showed Smokey. Zapped. Frank Zappa. Zapped. VG Plus $24.99. Richie Valens, his greatest hits, Volume 2. Now, I'm supposed to, Kevin, I was supposed to keep, I don't know if you're watching, Kevin, I have yet to get John that list of Richie Valens albums you wanted to buy back or you wanted to keep, and I hope that wasn't one of them. I got to get that list from you again. I have it in my wallet with the day you gave it to me, and I haven't even, I hadn't reminded him about that. I told him, but I hadn't reminded him. Richie Valens is a VG $24.99, and The Who by Numbers is a VG Plus $14.99. Let's see. On that wait list, Chad, I didn't catch if I was on it. Which wait list is that? Nadia. Okay, Kevin. Kevin, I have that list. You might want to text me again just so I have it in my phone, and that way I can just like forward it over to John. But I told him that day, but I think it slipped both of our minds. Grace Jones is not a gatefold, if this is the one you were asking about, Brad. Not a gatefold. No, sir. Single jacket. Kevin, I'm glad you're watching. I wouldn't have sold that either way, just until I'd found out from you. But they're all back there somewhere. We still got crates and crates full from your collection. As you see, we're still working them out. Okay, so Grace Jones, The Who, Richie Valens, Frank Zappa, Smokey Robinson, King Crimson, Blue Cheer, Howard Jones, Starship, Wishbone Ash, Frank Zappa, Billy Joe, James Gang, Quicksilver, Messenger Service, Pure Prairie League, LL Cool J, Bobby McFerrin, Frank Zappa, Leslie West, Hot Tuna, and The Who. Several good albums in there. Check condition. Those are all check condition. I wish they were near mint. I really do. All right, I've already showed those. Let me show this next crate of new vinyl. A couple really cool things in here I haven't actually got to show live yet. This is Hall & Oates. This is essentially their greatest hits, and it's a MoFi pressing. Of course, this is a MoFi pressing of an original greatest hits that came out that was called Rock and Roll Soul Part 1. This is $49.99. It's a limited. This is one of these in-print music on vinyl titles that, you know, they press up and then they Billy Joe Piano Man is sold to Chad Kerfoot. But as you know, a lot of MoFi stuff is pretty limited. They keep some stuff in print, but, you know, it goes out of stock. And then we don't know when we're getting them again. But I've sold a ton of these. I had a batch already come in. Here's everybody who was left. Chrissy Clark, David Robertson, and Josh Duvall. I had 5 others already from last night's list that commented on the post. And I think I accidentally double ordered this, but that's okay because this is a very popular release. Hall & Oates Greatest Hits, $49.99. For them to have some quiet songs like Sarah Smile and She's Gone and Rich Girl, you know, this is these sound really, really good. Kiss on my list, You Make My Dreams. I can't go for that. Private Eyes, Maneater. $49.99. MoFi pressing. Hall & Oates Rock and Roll Soul. You need to own that. Great stuff. I got several of them. There's no auctions up right now. Yes, Preston, you did get a Jimi Hendrix. You did get a Jimi Hendrix. I have not sold Black Sabbath Volume 4 yet. I don't even have that crate near me. Okay, Leonard Skinner, pronounced Leonard Skinner, Analog Productions. Analog Productions, not Jimi Hendrix. We've already shown that. Leonard Skinner, 2 LP, 45 RPM. This is $69.99. $69.99. Leonard Skinner, pronounced Leonard Skinner. Bob Riger, I had you on a waiting list, but I was going to make sure you wanted one, or if you wanted one, I think I had you down for this if this is the one you wanted. But if not, I hadn't really tagged you for it yet. But this is $69.99. Leonard Skinner, pronounced Leonard Skinner. So, to be such a big album, I think y'all have heard me say before, by most YouTube reviews I've watched and listened to. I have not got to play one of these personally. I'm going to keep one if there's one left over. This is evidently the best pressing of this in existence. The original pressings of this, to be so expensive and collectible, they don't really sound that good. This is fantastic by everybody I've ever seen review it. So, $69.99, Leonard Skinner. And yes, this is the 45 RPM, 2LP. Yes, this is the good one, $69.99. Okay, Paul Brothers wants a Hall & Oates. Nathan Myers, the Jimi Hendrix, is $139.99. I've got 2 left back there. Jimi Hendrix is $139.99. Who asked about that? Yeah, $139.99. Yes, I got more information, Society. I've missed a few comments. Yes, Jeff, I did. Is Skinner. George Buchanan wants one. Leonard Skinner, so did George Buchanan. And Michael Potts wants one. And I think they've already shipped more to me for next week. So I'll definitely have some more. And then Hall & Oates is $49.99, if anybody missed that. Looks like there's one Skinner left on hand. Disney's Cruella soundtrack. This is the colored vinyl, black and white swirl, $36.99. We have already sold Velvet Underground, Axel. We've already sold that. We just sold that to Dallas. Cruella soundtrack, very good lineup. That is $36.99. And Led Zeppelin, self-titled, a restock of Led Zeppelin's first album. I think I had got down to 1 copy on the shelf, so this came in time. Led Zeppelin self-titled is $29.99. Linda Hasty wants a Leonard Skinner. By the way, this is something I told Seth. I think he'd been waiting for these to kind of come in. And I was like, we checked them like on eBay last night, and I think it was pretty challenging to find a copy in the United States for under $100. So that's something that kind of gets pricey. Cruella soundtrack. This is a pretty good lineup, by the way. Florence and Machine, Supertramp, Bee Gees, The Doors, Nina Simone, Ohio Players, Ike and Tina Turner, ELO, Queen, Blondie, The Clash. Good stuff on that. That is $36.99. Ron Phillips wants a Led Zeppelin. This is the newest Jimmy Page remastered, new and sealed, $29.99. Sherry Darnell takes a Led Zeppelin. I've got 4 or 5 of those left. Brad, good to see you on. I hadn't seen your name in a while either. There's a couple other people I meant to message. I try to go through our open tickets, and if somebody hadn't been on during the week, which most of y'all are on, you're either on a waiting list or a back order or a pre-order. So even if you're not on during the week, I usually have your name on a ticket. But I try to go through and compare sometimes last week's and message people and be like, hey, I hadn't seen you on. You need to hop on. We have some crazy, I think we've had a greater overall selection of records this week than probably any other week before, between new vinyl and just regular vintage stuff. I mean, we've had some Grail slipped in, but the amount of quantity, just unbelievable. Sherry Darnell takes a Cruella soundtrack. And here's the Foo Fighters that I have left over, color and shape, and we sold a bunch of them. Foo Fighters, the color and the shape, $33.99. These 5 copies, or 6 copies, these are available for purchase, $33.99. Foo Fighters, color and shape. Now, I already had some down last night, and I had a few more for tonight. Tillman Smoot, Susie Breelove, Tim Smith, and Yvette Vergara. And the color and shape is $33.99. Oh, I skipped over Kiss, too. Didn't mean to do that. I'll go back to that in 1 second. Cruella soundtrack is $36.99. And Tillman, I already have you down for a color and shape. Yes. Kiss Dynasty. Kiss Dynasty is $33.99. And let me read off the official list. This is the first time I've had these on hand. Everybody got one. Mark Karst, Jeffrey Walker, John Sheehan, Matt Algram, Pete Weisgarber, Tim Smith, Joe Frias, Dwayne St. John, John Miller, Dakota Wilkie, Jerry Stone, and David Howard. You all have a Kiss Dynasty, and I have plenty more here available in my crate, and these are $33.99. I was made for loving you. Told myself I wasn't going to order anything for a while, but I've already put out of the water. Well, most people, but I have so many waiting lists, usually every week, even if you don't watch, there's something that comes in, you end up getting, Tracy Miller takes a Cruella soundtrack. You usually have something pop up, so most people like the waiting list. They're like, well, even if I don't get to watch, I can pretty much expect a couple new records to come in the mail. I've got so much pre-ordered with Chad and on so many waiting lists. So I still obviously highly encourage you to watch even if you, but a lot of people have plenty of stuff they're just on waiting list for that come in the next week. So Kiss Dynasty is $33.99. I have so many of these and I have so many on the way. Obviously, I'd love to sell them to y'all first, but some of these Kiss records, if they're still kind of pricey online by the end of the night or by the end of the weekend, I'm going to let weekend shoppers shop them here on Facebook Live. This and Creatures of the Night, I'm probably going to start posting on Discogs and eBay, and those are going to get gone quick. And the eBay price is probably going to be like $99.99. So you might want to grab one while you can for $33 and $44.99. John Burlingame wants a Foo Fighters. Yaski takes a Hall & Oates. I'm definitely, when Leonard Skinner comes back in, I'm going to have to keep one of those for me, and I'm going to have to, it looks like I'm going to have at least one of these left over tonight. I'm definitely going to keep a Hall & Oates for myself. I have not seen Cruella. I haven't watched a new Disney movie in some time. I've got to get caught up. I finally just watched the original Top Gun a few weeks ago, which I guess I'd been missing out on that, and then I went and watched the new one. So that's I didn't realize how that was very good. I didn't realize how good that was going to be. This is technically a new release. Ed, how do you pronounce this again? It's not Mila. Mia? Yeah. How do you say her last name? Jokovic? Jovanovic. I've already forgot. Resident Evil. It's got a little bit of nudity on the cover, so I'm not going to leave it up there too long. But this is the enchanting 1994 debut album from, well, if I didn't know how to pronounce her name, I would just say Mila Jovovich, but I'm way off. So this is red vinyl. Actually, my sales rep from our #1 distributor said, hey, will you get a couple of these and try them on your sale? I think you can. There may be some interest in them. Plus, this was an exclusive through one of my distributors. I think they were the only ones to really stock and distribute this. So I have 2 available. They're $24.99, and I can get more. So they had them in stock. He's like, hey, you might want to try a couple of these. I bet you can at least sell one. He actually asked me just to order 1, and I got 2, and it looks like I need 3. So these are $24.99. I don't know a lot about it, but it's limited edition. This is the thing about new vinyl. Oh my gosh, there's probably so much more I could order and show y'all. I have no idea what it is or who it is. So I'm going to start trying to make a weekly post and be like, hey, does any of these names ring a bell with y'all? And I may order it, and not like anything you got to commit to, but I'll just stock it so I have it here in the store or to show. So Brad Bolin gets 1, Jason Kenton gets 1, and then Tanner, write down Paul Brothers and David Robertson. I will get y'all a order on that. So what did April say? Chad practiced pronouncing this name before I said I did, and then I completely gave up on it. Okay, Shania Twain, come on over. Shania Twain, this is like, is it the 5th best-selling album of all time? I know it's in the top 10, but Shania Twain, come on over. $33.99, 2 LP, it's back in stock. The best-selling album contains the hits, Man, I Feel Like a Woman, You're Still the One, and That Don't Impress Me Much. Shania Twain is $33.99. Marty Kramer wants 1, and I guess where I've messed up is I only had 2 back ordered, but I'm trying to get more. So if anybody else wants 1, when these first came available, I sold a ton of them. So I feel like if y'all have been watching my shows for a while, you may already have one. But if you just found us within the last 6 months or 8 months, so this hadn't been in print in some time, come on over. So Marty Kramer wants 1, W. Taylor Black wants 1, and then Eric Beck, you're going to be my first waiting list. So that is Eric Beck and George Buchanan. I've got more on the way, though. I think some have actually already shipped. I've already had some shipped. But that's Shania Twain to be her biggest and actually one of the bigger albums of all time as far as sales. I won't comment on my actual thoughts on the music. So, I mean, it's not like it's Led Zeppelin, or Pink Floyd. Mike Massey wants a Foo Fighters, so to Mike Massey. And I've got 1 more Foo Fighters. I've got several left. Foo Fighters is $33.99. Jerry Wallace also on the Shania Twain waiting list. And here's what's left in here. Foo Fighters is $33.99. Kiss Dynasty. Kiss Dynasty is $33.99. Led Zeppelin 1 got restocked, $29.99. Cruella soundtrack is $36.99. Nathan Myers wants a Foo Fighters, the color and the shape. Pronounced Jovovich. Yeah. And then Hall & Oates. I'm definitely keeping one, but there's if I end up selling 5 copies tonight, that's okay. Technically, I only have 4 left. Rock and Roll Soul Part 1, $49.99. All right, let's do some new vintage arrivals. We got plenty. Let me grab the next crate. I highly recommend getting your name on the Leonard Skinner list. I highly recommend getting your name on the, or go ahead and get one of the Hall & Oates while I have them. Yo-Yo Ma. Yeah, that's how Kramer would say it, wouldn't it? Yo-Yo Ma. That's after, what's his name, kicked him in the head. Crazy Joe Davola. Crazy Joe Davola. Chris Kirkley. Yep, everybody, I'm leaving Hendrix in the back until we sell out. I got 2 left, $139.99. Chris Kirkley wants a Hall & Oates. Paul Brothers wants on the Leonard Skinner Analog Productions waiting list for Pronounced. Chris, I just pulled you a Hall & Oates.
Joe did get a Foo Fighters.
Joe, who asked? Joe, yes, Joe, you got a Foo Fighters. Sorry, I missed that. I was changing crates. Okay, this is our first crate of new vintage near mint records, and there's some pretty good stuff in here. There's some country, there's some rock, and there's some glam rock. I seen some weird rock, and I seen some yacht rock. I think y'all know what that means. It's coming up. I'm going to need a Monster soon. I haven't had one. I had a gigantic Diet Coke from Subway, which probably had plenty of caffeine in it. But Western Swing Volume 3, the historic recordings, $14.99. Bob Wills, Brown's Musical Brownies, Modern Mountaineers. Western Swing is $14.99. I think I see a Pablo. Oh, it may be right there. Nope, it's right there. Yeah, it's coming up. So you better get ready. 46 more minutes for the first PG crate. Georgie, you might as well just hop on George at 7:45 every night. Marty Kramer wants put PC. What is PCW? PC Pablo Cruz. Yeah, it's coming up. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles Anthology, $29.99. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles Anthology, $29.99. Hank Williams, Wait for the Light to Shine, $24.99. We have Porter Wagner, Country, $12.99. Porter Wagner. Little Feat, Let It Roll. Little Feat is $19.99. Porter Wagner, we have Simple as I Am. Porter Wagner, $14.99. Johnny Van Zant Band, Round 2. Johnny Van Zant Band, Round 2, $19.99. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. The Judds, Why Not Me? The Judds is $29.99. Why Not Me? The Judds. Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is $149.99. This is a 1971 Italian pressing, $149.99. Tom Steyer gets the Little Feat. Tracy McFadden on Van Zant. Little Feat and Van Zant sold. The Judds sold to Laura Loftus. Laura Loftus. I actually missed. Wait a second. Yeah. Tom Steyer, Little Feat. Laura Loftus, Judds. And then Tracy McFadden, Van Zant. Also, someone just commented on one of our posts, how do I find the auction? So we might want to find that person. T-Rex is $149.99. $149.99. Let's take a look at this. Let's see. It's on IL label. Hot Love, I think is the actual name of the album. It is. T-Rex Hot Love. It's got a torn cover. That is $149.99. $149.99. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Another one, T-Rex, that is $49.99. This is a 1971 pressing. Let's see what this one's called. It's on that blue thumb label. A Beard of Stars. So, the Van Zant was $19.99, Tracy. Another T-Rex, A Beginning. T-Rex, A Beginning, $39.99. T-Rex A beginning, $39.99. Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is $19.99. Wells Fargo on stage, $19.99. Love is Strange, Mickey and Sylvia. Love is Strange, Mickey and Sylvia, $39.99. Wild Cherry, $19.99. Play that funky music, white boy, $19.99. George Summers, T-Rex Beard and Beginning, sold to T-Rex. Beard and Beginning, sold to T-Rex. Do you have the Bon Jovi box set? I didn't know there was a Bon Jovi box set. Laura Loftus takes Wild Cherry. Is that a record store day essential or a record store day drop? Houdini, Funky Beat. Houdini is $14.99, 12-inch single, Funky Beat. Honeymoon Suite, The Big Prize. That is $19.99. Chris Gleason was second on Wild Cherry, and Sherry Darnell, you were third. Gonna Find Me a Bluebird, Marvin Rainwater, $19.99. Nazareth, Raz Anama Naz, $19.99. The Rolling Stones On Air. This is $39.99. This is a newer pressing. Actually, this is from Kevin's collection. It may be the one that was pressed in 1996. It may have been the one that was pressed in 1996. Regardless, though, I know it's near mint and it's in shrink wrap. It's $39.99. No, it was pressed several years ago. It's 25 LP box set. No, I know for sure I don't have that. I've never seen that. I didn't know that was a thing. Chris Gleason wants Honeymoon Suite. Paul Brothers wants Houdini. Is Chris a new buyer with us, Tanner? Chris Gleason, if you're a new buyer with us, please message our page. Our page is CollectCo. You're watching now live on Facebook, CollectCo. We just need a message from you with your email address and your mailing address, and we will get you hooked up. We're having a show tonight and tomorrow night. It's our last show. We'll be live again tomorrow night, same place, YouTube and Facebook, and it's $7 unlimited shipping, as much as you want to buy. Rolling Stones, and this is early BBC recordings. The Judds, Heartland. The Judds Heartland is $29.99, but welcome and thank you. Also, Tanner's going to share the link. I hope he shares the link. I will ask him nicely. Tanner, please share the link to our group. Make sure anybody watching, you're in our private group, Whole Lot of Records. That's where you can get some serious killer new pre-orders and pre-commitments on new restocks. Laura Loftus on the Judds. What's that? Yeah, Tanner said, good thing I've asked nicely, or he wouldn't have posted it. There's our link. Please make sure you join our group. The Rolling Stones is $39.99. It's a 2LP BBC Sessions. I'm about to roll some Japanese auctions. I was going to try to knock out a couple bins before we get any auctions rolling. Dwight Yoakam, quickly. This is $74.99. Guitars, Cadillacs, etc., etc. This is the Oak label. Guitars, Cadillacs. This is on the Oak label. This is on the Oak label, $74.99. The Judds, Rockin' with the Rhythm. Let's see if Laura gets this one. I think this is the last one in the bin. The Judds is $29.99. That Dwight Yoakam is the first press, by the way. Ron Phillips on the Stones, sold to Ron Phillips, Stones on Air. And we have, there it is. Oh my gosh, this is the club edition too with the Sunset. $9.99 for Pablo Cruz, Worlds Away. Ron Phillips said, Stones sold. Laura Loftus takes the other Judds record. And let's see who's first. Marty got it. Marty got the coveted Pablo Cruz. If someone told me, about 5 years ago, I would be selling records live on Facebook and there would be an overwhelming demand for Pablo Cruz records, I would have looked at them and said, you are crazy. You're crazy. Just go home. Please get out of my store. Now, we're in 2022, and I'm live here on Facebook selling Pablo Cruz records, Sound of Music, and Whipped Cream and Other Delights to people all over the world. Very interesting. Very interesting. Marty says he's blessed. You got one of the coveted Pablo Cruz. The Young Rascals. The Young Rascals is $34.99. The Young Rascals is $34.99. That's a two-tone Atlantic. Very clean. Young Rascals, $34.99. Show's over. Yep, stop the show. Steve Miller Band's Greatest Hits, 74 to 78, $34.99. I'd be willing to trade my Pablo Cruz for the Velvet Underground Nico album. I'll need a little bit of boot, as they call it. Waylon, Will the Wolf Survive? Sealed, 1986 with Hop Sticker, $49.99. Dexy's Midnight Runners, Come On Eileen. I think the actual name of the album is To I Ray, however they say it in the song. Sounds like it's Scottish or something. $24.99 or some kind of chant they're doing. ELO, On the Third Day, Electric Light Orchestra, On the Third Day. Wow, I hadn't seen that in a while. $19.99. David Allen Coe, Compass Point. DAC is a white label promo. $39.99. White label promo, gold stamp promo on the back too. Marty Kramer on Dexy's Midnight Runners. Sold to Marty Kramer. Chad Bennett is second. Johnny Cash at San Quentin. Check this one out. With Hop Sticker, features the hit A Boy Named Sue, $24.99. The Righteous Brothers, Greatest Hits. I was just telling John, Ed, Tanner, April that some people's asked for this one because it has You've Lost That Love and Feeling, which is also, in the original Top Gun, that's the song they're singing. $14.99. Of course, Unchained Melodies on there too. Righteous Brothers is $14.99. Let's see here. David Allen Coe's Greatest Hits in shrink wrap. Nice price. $34.99. David Allen Coe's Greatest Hits. Susie Breelove takes Cash. Johnny Cash sold to Susie. We have the Best of the Beach Boys. Best of the Beach Boys is $14.99. The Beach Boys Made in USA, $24.99. And Dwight Yoakam, Buenas Noches from a Lonely Room is $34.99. Buenas Noches from a Lonely Room. Shrink wrap and Hop Sticker, $34.99. Jeff Bergman takes DAC. Jeff, I'm assuming you want the Greatest Hits. Let me know if that's not right. I have Compass Point as well.
He said track.
Oh, he did say track. Okay, I thought that said taped. Let me make sure I can actually read. I think these aren't the nasty songs he does. If it was his other record, I have in the high-end bin, I couldn't read those out loud. Divers, Do It Deeper, Long-Haired Redneck, You Never Called Me By My Name, Willie Whalen and Me, a sad country song, Would You Be My Lady, Just to Prove My Love for You, Lately I've Been Thinking Too Much Lately, Would You Lay With Me in a Field of Stone, and Face to Face. Tracy Miller on the Righteous Brothers, I hadn't pulled that yet. John Young said, I'm glad I missed the Pablo Cruz. We do not do record store day. No. Is that what he asked? Do y'all do the store thing? No, we don't do record store day. We do have a store here that has tens of thousands of records for sale. It would take you 2 days to look through them all. But no, we're not on record store day. Yellow, 12-inch of Oh Yeah. Yellow's the group. It's in shrink wrap. $34.99. Yellow, Oh Yeah, 12-inch single. Waylon and Company. Waylon Jennings is $24.99. Waylon and Company. And Tommy James and the Shondells Anthology. Very cool. Lots of hits on that one. $29.99. And the Last Judds album. This is sealed. $49.99. The Judds is sealed. $49.99. David Allen Coe, Spectrum, is a white label promo. $39.99. David Allen Coe is $39.99. White label promo. Laura Loftus gets the Last Judds. That one's actually sealed with Hop Sticker. All right, quick flip of what's left in here. David Allen Coe, Tommy James and the Shondells. Don't overlook that one. 2 LP. Waylon, Yellow. We have David Allen Coe. These Dwight Yoakams are still in here. That's unbelievable. Beach Boys and the Beach Boys' Greatest Hits. Another David Allen Coe. ELO, Waylon, Steve Miller Band's Greatest Hits. The Young Rascals, Dwight Yoakam. Nazareth, Marvin Rainwater, Mickey and Sylvia, Wells Fargo, T-Rex, Porter Wagner, Hank Williams Sr., Smokey Robinson, and Western Swing. Somebody's looking for some metal. Coming up, we got to have some mixed in somewhere. Let me also go ahead and grab one of my other crates that I was going to go through tonight, or high-end stuff. I'm going to start grabbing to run auctions on. Let me see what's in here. This has got an interesting mix in it for sure. go ahead and lay it up here. What ELO? Nathan, it was ELO on the third day. ELO on the third day. And Nathan, it looks like if you don't want it, Jim Anstant does. ELO on the third day. Also, I found some box sets in our stock room, and I posted them in the group last night, and I pretty much sold every one of them. But I have some other stuff. I had some duplicates, and I think there's some people wanting to see those at some point tonight. But we will do that in part 2. Nathan Myers, ELO on the third day is $19.99. You've got dibs right now. Kiss is not a colored pressing. No, Dynasty is not the colored vinyl. Let me slide by you here, Tanner. Excuse me, everybody, for 30 seconds. I'm going to go grab one of these crates over here. I've got a wireless mic, April, so I can walk across the store. Well, I will take one, but I would really like Ed to approve it first.
If it's cold enough?
Yeah. Let me slide by you here, Tanner. Well, Ed's just got this knack about picking out the ice-cold ones. So. All right, Nathan Myers takes the ELO. All right, I hadn't flipped through this crate. I don't know what's in here. But if there's something in here I should auction or was going to auction, it's too late now. Everything in here is ready for sale. We have Who's Missing? Who's Missing? Gold stamp promo. The Who's Missing? $29.99. Gold stamp promo. Bread, Lost Without Your Love. In shrink wrap, $12.99. The Rolling Stones, Blue and Lonesome. 2006 France pressing. $49.99. Blue and Lonesome. $49.99. 2016 France pressing. $49.99. And this is Vanishing Point Mud Honey. Huh. $39.99. 2013 seal. Thank you, April. Did you shake it up? Oh, no. You're supposed to shake them up. It's tea. Thank you, though. Tanner said that's questionable. Bread sold to Laura Loftus. Bread to Laura Loftus. Jeff McMaster on MH. Mud Honey to Jeff McMaster. And I've got Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young so far, $24.99. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young so far, $24.99. And the Neville Brothers, Uptown. Neville Brothers, Uptown is $19.99. All right, let's get some auctions rolling. Tony Murphy said thank you, April. And yes, thank you, April, for bringing me a Monster. I'm about to take a sip of it. This gets us through the night. Okay, all of my auction records are right over here, along with some other Japanese stuff. So let's see what we got over here. I have a Turtles record. Where did this come from? I ran this thing through the ultrasonic cleaner. Somebody the other day said, do you have any Turtle albums? This one's called You Baby. It's about a VG Plus. It's on the White Whale. It's a U.S. pressing, the Turtles. $1 start. I didn't think I'd ever be putting up a Turtles record up for auction, but it's in the crate. $1 start. I've ultrasonically cleaned it, anti-static. The Turtles, You Baby, or You Baby, Let Me Baby. The Turtles. VG Plus, White Whale, $1 start on the Turtles. And I've also got the Kinks Kingdom. The Kinks Kingdom. Let's take a look at this. Also about a VG Plus. Mono pressing, has Well-Respected Man on it, first track on side 1. VG Plus, I'll say VG Plus on the vinyl. Mono 3 tricolor Steamboat Reprise label. Nice looking jacket. Mono pressing of the Kinks. Also a $1 start on that. The Kinks Kingdom. This keeps some interesting stuff back here. Turtles, the Kinks, and I've got, let's see, I got all kinds of stuff in here. Let's see, let's do Queen, A Day at the Races. Queen, A Day at the Races. This is also about a VG Plus, Queen, A Day at the Races. We'll do a $1 start on that. So let's call that a VG. Queen, U.S. pressing, Day at the Races, probably about a VG Plus cover. This is a $1 start. So VG Queen, we'll say VG Plus on the other two. We have Turtles, Kinks, and Queen. How much for Spectrum 8? That was a David Allan Coe album. David Allan Coe, that was a white label promo for $39.99. M Tomb, You, Me, and He. M Tomb is $14.99. Mountain Live. Mountain Live is $24.99. Mountain Live, Leslie West, that is $24.99. Art Tatum, Classic Solos, is $19.99. Bad Company, Desolation Angels, Badco is $19.99. Mothers of Invention, Burnt Weenie Sandwich, that is $49.99. Mothers of Invention. Mothers of Invention, just another band from LA, is $34.99. Night Ranger, Dawn Patrol. Night Ranger, Dawn Patrol, $26.99. Zappa, Zoo Allures. Zappa is $39.99. And Jimmy McGriff, Live Where the Action Is on Veep. Sealed from 1966, $39.99. Jimmy McGriff, Sealed. Little Feat. Little Feat is $24.99. We also have Porter Wagner, Porter's Hits. Where's Brandon Sanders at? We've had some Porter stuff tonight, $14.99. And ZZ Top, Fandango, and that is $34.99. Okay, quickly on the auctions. We're going to move through these pretty quick. Greg Tape is at a whopping $2 on the Turtles. Jody Ruffner's at a little bit bigger bid of $5 on the Kinks. Brady Spectrum 8 was $39.99. It's a white label promo. Queen was $2, $5, $15, $5, $10, $7, $16, $16, $10, $20. And Jody Ruffner put Night. I think that was Night Ranger. So did Jody Ruffner. Night Ranger, so did Jody Ruffner. Daniels at $20 on the Queen. Actually, Jack Suslak was first. Jack Suslak was first on Queen at $20. So everybody else is out. Deborah's at $3 on the Turtles. Bob's at $4. So the Kinks is $5 going once, going twice to Jody Ruffner. Kinks is $5 going once, going twice. The Turtles is at $4 Bob Schuler. And Jack is at $20 on the Queen. Jack is at $20 on the Queen. Zappa, Jimmy McGriff, Little Feat, Porter Wagner, Porter's Hits, ZZ Top Fandango, and Stevie Wonder, Original Musicarium. This is about the closest to a greatest hits as I can get you on a Stevie Wonder. It's got Superstition on it and other songs, but Higher Ground, some other things I recognize. But for the most part, it is a compilation by Stevie Wonder. It's called Original Musicarium. It's a 2-disc, and that is $29.99. Wayne Heat wants Zappa, another band from LA. That is sold to Wayne Heat. That's a nice looking copy, by the way. Taylor Black is at $6 on the Kinks. Marty's at $21 on Queen. Jim's at $10 on the Kinks. Greg's at $5 on the Turtles. The Little Feat album was $24.99. Queen is now at $22 with Daniel. George is at $10 on the Kinks, and Jody's at $7 on the Kinks. $25 on Queen, $23 on King, $11 on the Kinks. A lot of bids now. Billy Squier, The Tale of the Tape. Billy Squier is $19.99. Tale of the Tape. Linda Ronstadt, For Sentimental Reasons, is $9.99. Linda Ronstadt, For Sentimental Reasons. Quarter Flash, Back into the Blue, $14.99. Is this an album or is it a 12-inch single? I think it's a 12-inch single. No, it's an album. I've never seen this one before. Quarter Flash, Back into the Blue, $14.99. Okay, Kinks, Queen out. Retro Class, that's Rydell Martin on BS. That's Billy Squier. Bob's out on the Turtles. Bob Corrier, you were second on Billy Squier. Nathan Myers, you were third. Frank Sinatra, Swing Along with Me. We have hundreds of Sinatra albums. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. $19.99. Take a look at that. He's playing golf on the back. $19.99. Frank Sinatra. Poco, Legend, $9.99. And Procol Harum, Exotic Birds and Fruit. That is $19.99. All right, one more bump on the auctions. Jack is at $26 on the Queen. VG copy of Day at the Races. It looks like George Somers is at $15 on the Kinks, another VG Plus record. They're all kind of borderline between VG and VG Plus. And then the Turtles was $5 with Greg Tape. The Turtles, Let Me Be. Greg Tape has the Turtles going once, going twice. The Kinks is going once, going twice to George Somers. And Queen is at $26 with Jack Suslak. David Howard, thanks to Frank Sinatra. So did David Howard. Laura Loftus is at $27 on the Queen. Moody Blues, A Question of Balance, is $19.99. Moody Blues, A Question of Balance. Bob Seger, Live Bullet, 2LP, Live Seger, $29.99. Little Richard is back, and there's a whole lot of shaking going on. That is on VJ, and that is $39.99. Little Richard. I bet this is nice looking. It looks nice. It is. Near mint. Little Richard is back, $39.99. What does the vinyl look like on Queen? It is a VG Plus. It's got some scuffs and a couple marks. It's going to probably make a couple pops and have a little bit of light noise when you listen to it. Ron Phillips is first on Poco. Ron Phillips first on Poco. Wayne Titsworth is at 6 on the Turtle, so that's got a new bid. Queen is at 27 now with Laura, going once, going twice. And George, you're at 15 on the Kinks. That's going twice, going 3 times. We're about to sell the Kinks. George Strait, number 7. Mr. Strait is $49.99. Jim Anstan is at 18 on the Kinks. Tom Paxton 6. Tom Paxton 6 is a white label promo, $19.99. At one time, somebody was selling it for a quarter. White label promo, Tom Paxton. You can't do that on stage anymore, sampler. This is Frank Zappa. Frank Zappa, 1988, sealed. Sealed, $39.99. Jack is at 30 on the Queen. Jim's at 18 on the Kinks. And Wayne has the Turtles. These are all going once, going twice. Bruce Hornsby and the Range, The Way It Is, with an alternate cover. That is $34.99. Alternate cover on that one, $34.99. George is out on the Kinks. Thank you for letting me know. Greg's back in on the Turtles at 7. And going once, going twice on Queen. And going once, going twice on the Kinks. Art Tatum Solos, 1937. $19.99, Art Tatum. The Who, Tommy, live from Radio City Music Hall, 1989. Looks like a bootleg. It is a 1989 unofficial, $74.99. The Who, Tommy, live from Radio City Music Hall. The Cars, Shake It Up, sealed. Wow. Sealed club pressing. The Cars, Shake It Up, $49.99. Rainbow, Down to Earth. That's a U.S. pressing. Clip corner down here, $29.99. And Rainbow Rising, back-to-back rainbows. That one's also $29.99. I hadn't seen just a regular. We get a lot of Japanese pressings of that, $29.99. So Jack, 30 seconds left on the Queen. You've got it for 30. Jim, 18 on the Kinks. 30 seconds left. You've got it. Wayne's at 8 on the Turtles. That's going once, going twice. And Jody's out on the Kinks. So we're about to sell 2 of these for sure, and then we'll see where Greg is on the Turtles before we sell it. Check this out. 2-for-1 pack. The Magic Bus, or Magic Bus, and My Generation. This is $34.99. I feel like that's a great deal. You get the entire Magic Bus album and the Who Sings My Generation, $34.99. And another one, a quick one and sellout. A quick one and sellout. This is sealed, $54.99. That's actually sealed, $54.99. Jefferson Starship, Nuclear Furniture with Hype Sticker, and that is $39.99. Brandon Baxter wants Rainbow Rising, sold to Brandon Baxter. And let's go ahead and sell Queen. Tanner, Queen is going to go to Jack for $30. And the Kinks is going to be sold to Jim Anstant for $18. And the Turtles is going to be sold to Wayne Titsworth for $8. Those are all sold. Turtles 8, 18 on the Kinks, and Queen is $30 to Jack. And Greg, I've already sold Turtles. I moved those along a little bit faster. Your bid of 9 just came in. Brandon Baxter got Rainbow Rising. Nathan Myers, you're next on Rainbow. Let me know. There's one Rainbow left, it looks like. There's one Rainbow left, and that was Down to Earth. So, Nathan, you've got dibs on that, or Daniel. And Jeff said, Who double? Okay, which one, Jeff? I've got the one with Quick One and Sellout, and the one with Magic Bus or My Generation. Your pick on that. And Nathan Myers said, yes, take, and that was Down to Earth. So Nathan Myers gets the other Rainbow record. Jefferson Starship, Nuclear Furniture, that was sealed, $39.99. And we have, what do we have here? We have Baron Von Tolbooth and the Chrome Nun, which is Paul Cantor, Grace Slick, and David Freeberg, which is members of Jefferson Airplane, and that is $24.99. Jeff McMaster wants Magic Bus. So this is sold to Jeff McMaster, the Who 2-pack. Nathan Myers got that Rainbow album, and we're caught up. Okay, so the other one's available, Airplane. Stevie Wonder, In Square Circle, is sealed, $39.99. Next auctions, we're going to do a let's see. I don't know what this is as far as condition. This is a Sam and Dave record, Double Dynamite. It's on stacks, as y'all well know, which these are very tough. I think I listened to this one and Soul Man last night, and I want to say this one sounded better of the two. I'm still going to grade it a VG copy. Sam and Dave, Double Dynamite. It's impossible to find these in near mint. Sam and Dave, Double Dynamite. The cover is a VG minus. It's got a heavy seam split. The vinyl, though, is not too bad. I mean, it's playable and had pretty good fidelity to it. Sam and Dave, Double Dynamite, $1 start. $1 start on Sam and Dave. This record I just never seen before, so I thought it'd be interesting to auction. This is called Spooky Tooth with Pierre Henry, Ceremony. And it's a near mint all the way around on the vinyl. The cover is pretty nice. I thought the cover was interesting, though. I mean, Ceremony, a electronic mass written by Pierre Henry and Gary Wright, performed by Spooky Tooth and Pierre Henry. Kind of scary looking. Somebody's getting a nail mashed into their head. $1 start on that. Gary Wright, Spooky Tooth, electronic. It's called Ceremony, electronic mass. $1 start on that. And we'll put up this Traffic album, which I think was pretty nice. It was. This is probably EX. This is Traffic self-titled, which is a US OG. A couple sleeve scuffs. Nothing fillable or really audible. Pretty clean copy. Two-tone United Artists label. This is Traffic. It is an original gatefold with this book with it. Has a book insert in the gatefold. $1 start. Steve Winwood, Dave Mason. Pictures of the band. $1 start on that. Traffic. Has one of my favorite songs, Feeling All Right. But even though I like the Joe Cocker version better. But thank you, Dave Mason, for writing it. $1 start on Traffic. That's a pretty nice copy. The cover, the overall condition of the cover is about a VG plus. It could be a little bit better, but it has the book, has some of this ring wear. $1 start on that. So I've got I guess if you want to bid on this, let's call this one Spooky Tooth, ST. Spooky Tooth, ST. And then if you want to bid on Sam and Dave, SD. So SD for Sam and Dave, ST for Spooky Tooth, and then Traffic, T, or you can spell out Traffic when you bid. That's a pretty nice copy, though. All right, Stevie Wonder. Let me make sure I didn't miss any claims in all that. SD, 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 ST, ST, SD, Traffic, 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 SD, T, Traffic, SP. Okay. Jackie Wilson at the Copa. Jackie Wilson at the Copa, $29.99. We have Higher and Higher Jackie Wilson, $29.99. Let's see what this one looks like. Higher and Higher. Brunswick label, very nice. $29.99. We have Frank Sinatra sings the Select Cole Porter, is $14.99. Frank Sinatra sings Cole Porter. And Wishbone, double live album. Wishbone is $29.99. Suck on This, Will and the Bushmen Live. That is $14.99. Will and the Bushmen, $14.99. Vanessa Williams, The Way That You Love, is $19.99. Gold stamp promo. And Mason Williams and Manaheim Steamroller, Classical Gas, America Gramophone, Direct Metal Master, $19.99. And Jackie Wilson, Lonely Teardrops, late 60s reissue, $29.99. Okay, Pam Dickens wants the Frank Sinatra. And let me see where we're at on our auctions. The last bid I see, Nathan Myers is at $29 on Traffic. Nathan, I don't know if that was supposed to be 19 or 29. Right now I'm going to say 29, but the bid was 17, 18, and I don't know if you went ahead and bumped it up or if you meant that. Okay, and then Spooky Tooth, I'm looking for ST on the bid is what I said, I think. And I had something up here, I think around the $7 range. We got too many S's now. Spooky Tooth 6. I got SP. Jeff McMaster put SP7. I think that's for this one. So Jeff McMaster, I've got you at 7 on this. I got Nathan either at 19 or 29 on that. And the current high bid for Sam and Dave Current high bid for Sam and Dave is $15 with Brandon Baxter. 17 with David Johnson. 17 with David Johnson. I stand by my bid. Okay, so Nathan's at 29. Nathan's at 29 on traffic, going once, going twice. Wayne Titsworth is at 8 on the Spooky Tooth. SP is for Spooky Tooth. And then Sam and Dave, the high bid on that was, the highest thing I see is David Johnson at $17, going once, going twice. So 17 going once, going twice, 8 going once, going twice, and 29 on traffic, going once, going twice. Price condition on the Steve E. Wonder comp. The Stevie Wonder Musical Aquarium. The Stevie Wonder Musical Aquarium. Let me start from here. Tommy Flowers is at 9 on Spooky Tooth. Dan Sessler's at 20 on Sam and Dave. Traffic is going twice, going 3 times. Let's see here. Where are you, Stevie? It has some kind of, I don't know if that's where a sticker was peeled off of it. The cover, though, is embossed, you know, kind of, it's original, of course, first pressing. The vinyl's near mint. It is very, very nice. It is very, very nice. Near mint, I guarantee it. And the other disc is just as nice, too. Okay, Axel Horn is at 10 on Spooky Tooth. David Johnson's back in at 21 on Sam and Dave, and I'm about to sell traffic for 29 if no one else bids. Quick flip of what's left through here. Very, very quick. Live Bullet is $29.99. The Who's missing? The Rolling Stones, Crosby, Stills, Nash, Neville Brothers, M. Tomb, Mountain, Art Tatum, Bad Company, Frank Zappa, or Mothers of Invention. That's Frank Zappa. Jimmy McGriff, Little Feat, Porter Wagner, ZZ Top, Linda Ronstadt, Quarter Flash, Procol Harum, Moody Blues, Bob Seger, Little Richard, George Strait, Tom Paxton, Frank Zappa, Bruce Hornsby, Art Tatum, The Who, The Cars, The Who, Jefferson Starship, Paul Cantor and Grace Slick, Stevie Wonder, Jackie Wilson, Wishbone Ash, Will and the Bushmen, Vanessa Williams, Mason Williams, Jackie Wilson, Stevie Wonder. Okay, so Wayne is at 10 on Spooky Tooth. Dan Sessler's at 25 on Sam and Dave. Jeff McMaster's at 11 on Spooky Tooth. Wayne's at 11 on Spooky Tooth. David Johnson's out on Sam and Dave. Jack said he will take Live Bullet. This is sold to Jack, Live Bullet. Price on GS is $49.99. $49.99 is Little Feat, Green Warner Brothers label, and how much? Little Feat is on the Burbank label. It is near mint. Looks very nice, actually. $24.99. $24.99. I have, I think, 1 copy of the Ziggy Stardust left, Ricky, the new 50th anniversary. And I have more on the way. Fandango was 30. Let me look here. Jefferson Starship, how much? The Nuclear Furniture was actually sealed. That's never been opened. Nuclear Furniture, it is $39.99. The Fandango album is $34.99. All right. Let's go ahead and sell Traffic. Traffic is sold to Nathan Myers. Pretty sure. Yeah, Nathan Myers, $29. Spooky Tooth is at 15 with Jeff McMaster, and Sam and Dave is about to be sold. High bid on Sam and Dave is $25 with Dan Sessler. $25 with Dan Sessler, going once, going twice. Jeff said I'm 11 at Spooky Tooth. Okay, well, Wayne's already at 12. Wayne Titsworth is at 12. So, Wayne, you have the high bid on Spooky Tooth at 12. A lot of good stuff left in that one. Here's something I had never seen before. Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden. Cross-Eyed Mary. This is a promo 12-inch single. Iron Maiden, Cross-Eyed Mary. 33 RPM. Not for sale. B-side is Cross-Eyed Mary. Has double hype sticker on it. 12-inch single, Iron Maiden, Cross-Eyed Mary, from the limited edition picture disc, Peace of Mind. Promotional copy, not for sale. This is a $55 start. Iron Maiden, Cross-Eyed Mary, the Jethro Tull cover. This is a $55 start. $55 start. Iron Maiden. Never have seen that before. Jeff McMaster's at 13 on Spooky Tooth, and let's go ahead and sell Sam and Dave. Sam and Dave is sold for $25 to Dan Sessler. Sam and Dave is sold. So Spooky Tooth, Jeff McMaster is at 13 on Spooky Tooth. That's going once, going twice. Next record is Yes. Yes is their self-titled first U.S. album. It's around a VG plus. Yes, self-titled. That is a $1 start. Yes, self-titled, $1 start. We're going to call that one a VG plus. Wayne Titsworth is at 16 on Spooky Tooth. Wayne Titsworth is at 16 on Spooky Tooth. I got them old cosmic blues again, mama. That is Janis Joplin. This is actually a 2i US Columbia, and this is also around a VG plus. This has also got the cover in shrink wrap. This has got the cover in shrink wrap with the hype sticker. I got them old cosmic blues again, mama, Janis Joplin. $1 start on Janis. Also VG plus, it is an OG 2i. Okay, Wayne Titsworth has Spooky Tooth for 16, going once, going twice. And actually, I'll put up Iron Maiden for a $1 start. $1 start on Iron Maiden. $1 start. Let's make it interesting. $1 start, Iron Maiden. Now we got 4 auctions rolling, but I'm about to sell Spooky Tooth if we don't hear from, who was the other bidder? Jeff McMaster. Let me know on Spooky Tooth as soon as possible. He's out. Okay, let's go ahead and sell that to Wayne Titsworth then. $16 to Wayne Titsworth. Gone. Now we got 3 auctions rolling. Yes, Janis Joplin, and Iron Maiden. All right, let me grab another bin of vintage over here. Let me see what this one holds. All right. Let's see here. I like some good stuff in here. Make sure there's nothing absolutely like insane, you know. Make sure he didn't slip any like 90s grails in here we forgot about. I do have a Black Crowes. Box that I've never seen before. I'll have to get that out later. All right. We're bidding on Janis Joplin, Iron Maiden, and Yes in the back. Who is this? It is $29.99. Journey to Bliss. That's a good sign when the inner sleeve is almost stuck in there. Wow, this is nice. Journey to Bliss. Emil Richards and the Microtonal Blues Band. $29.99. Linda Ronstadt, Get Closer, is sealed. $19.99 for Linda Ronstadt. The Romantics in Heat. It's got a pretty big ding up here in the corner, a crease. $19.99, that has Talking in Your Sleep. And Romantics Rhythm Romance. That's also $19.99. Gold stamp promo. The Greatest Hits of the Outlaws, High Tides Forever. Greatest Hits of the Outlaws, $19.99. Linda Ronstadt, Live at the Roxy. Wow, that's a weird looking unofficial. That is $34.99. Live Linda Ronstadt at the Roxy. The Who, Who's Last, a Japanese pressing, $49.99. That's a Japanese pressing of their that live show. Has a different cover than is normally on the U.S. pressings. That is Japanese, $49.99. Okay, high bid on Iron Maiden right now. This is a 12-inch promo copy of Iron Maiden Cross-Eyed Mary. High bid is $28 to Luke Mitchell. That's the high bid right now. Luke Mitchell, $28. High bid on Janis Joplin is Sherry Darnell at $28. Sherry Darnell's at $28 on Janis Joplin. And then Yes, which is probably my favorite out of those 3, The high bid on Yes right now is Jeff McIntosh at $7. Jeff McIntosh at $7. This needs to like go up immediately or I'm going to feel sad. Yes, self-titled. This is their debut album, VG Plus. Yes. And this is Janis Joplin is at 30 with Daniel. And Iron Maiden is at 28 with Luke. So we'll have to say going once, going twice on Yes. Never mind. Jeff McMaster's at 8. Joseph is at 10. Doug is at 10. And Iron Maiden, though, is at $28 with Luke Mitchell. Woods Felix is at 30. So all three just got new bids. We'll keep going. Strictly Personal, Romantics is $24.99. That's a promo copy, the Romantics. Linda Ronstadt is $12.99. Linda Ronstadt, Hasten Down the Wind is $9.99. Supertramp, Breakfast in America is $19.99. Rainbow, Long Live Rock and Roll. Is everybody awake out there? There's a Rainbow album. Zappa and Mothers of Invention, Roxy and Elsewhere, $39.99. Jim Croce, Don't Mess Around with Jim, is $14.99. Supertramp, Cannonball, $14.99. We have Procol Harum's Ninth, $19.99. Doug Jeppesen on Supertramp. Robert Campbell on Rainbow, so to Robert Campbell. Did I hear Black Crow's box set? Yes, we got a Black Crow 7-inch Snake and One Charm, kind of an OG box set. So Robert Campbell got Rainbow. Joseph's out on Yes. Leslie Holt wants Cannonball by Supertramp. That's sold to Leslie Holt. Nathan Myers wants Pro All. That's Pro Call, sold to Nathan Myers. Scott, we've already sold Rainbow. Laura Loftus wants Jim Croce. Pass, I just picked up Supertramp. So Supertramp, Breakfast in America is still available. Doug is putting that one back. Kevin, we've already sold Jim Croce. If anybody wants Supertramp, it's still available. Procol Harum Live is $19.99. Procol Harum Live. Okay, high bid on Iron Maiden. High bid on Iron Maiden is Woods Felix at $30. 12-inch single, cross-eyed Mary. It's got a cool hype sticker on it. Near mint, it's got just some scuffs on it. And Janis Joplin, Daniel has, I think someone else bid. No, Daniel has Janis Joplin at $30. Going once, going twice. Daniel Who's, and this is at $30, going once, going twice. So both of these are at 30. And then the new high bid on Yes, did we finally make it to double digits? We did. Michael Potts is at $12. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. It is a VG Plus. If it was near mint, I probably would have been like, I would be bidding myself. $12 on that, Michael Potts. So 30, 30, and 12, those are all going once, going twice. Procol Harum Live, we got the Best of Herman's Hermits, Volume 2, $9.99. Jeff McMaster's in on Janis Joplin for $31. So new bid on that. And a new bid on Yes. Now we just need a new bid on Iron Maiden. Woods Felix has it for $30, going once, going twice. Herman's Hermits, Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter soundtrack, $9.99. Herman's Hermits, this one's called Blazing, what's it called? Blaze, $9.99. Herman's Hermits Blaze. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Greatest Hits. This is a 3 LP set, $39.99. 3 LP, that's a lot of music. The Haywoods, Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods, $9.99. And Roger Hodgkins, H-A-I. This is sealed, $29.99. Daniel's back in on Janis Joplin at $32. Debbie's at $15 on Yes. Mick and Michael, you're out. Debbie has it for $15. Daniel has Janis Joplin for $32. And final call on Iron Maiden. I'm going to give that 30 seconds. The Hollies, Another Night. The Hollies, Another Night is $14.99. Taylor Black wants the CCR collection, sold to W. Taylor Black. We have Bruce Hornsby in the Range on the Western Skyline. Plus, that's just the way it is. 12-inch single, the way it is live, $14.99. Hot Tuna, Double Dose. Hot Tuna is $34.99. Hot Chocolate, Everyone's a Winner, 12-inch single. That's probably their biggest hit, $14.99. And Bruce Hornsby in the Range, Scenes from the South Side, $19.99. Michael's out on Yes, so Debbie's at $15. And that's going once, going twice. We have Jeff McMaster at $31 on Janis Joplin, going once, going twice. And Iron Maiden is sold. This is sold to Woods Felix for $30. And Jonathan, you just missed it. It was a 12-inch single of Cross-Eyed Mary promo, sold to Woods Felix for $30. I was going to start it at $55. John had it marked. We had that marked like 3 times more than that. So that's what he had found from Discogs. But someone got a deal. Woods Felix got a deal. Janice Joplin, Jeff McMaster's at 33 on that. Zach Biley, you were second. So Janice and Yes is still getting bids because Mick is back in on Yes at 16. This, well, I'll wait on that one. Here we go. Leonard Skinnard, Street Survivors. I believe the black cover, the black unedited or the black edited cover without the flames is more difficult to find than the flames cover. I promise you. I promise you the flames cover usually sell for more, yes, but this one here is, to me, more difficult to find. We get more flames covers than we do the regulars. But this is overall a really nice copy. I'm going to call this EX, very close to near mint. This is technically a reissue. MCA, Leonard Skinnard Street Survivors. Once again, a $1 start. Leonard Skinnard Street Survivors, $1 start. Mick is at 16 on Yes, going once, going twice. Janice Joplin is 34, 35, 36, and 37. Zach's at 37. Leonard Skinnard is an EX, pretty close to near mint copy of Street Survivor, second cover. Leonard Skinnard, 5, 5, and 5. 3 people bid 5. Hot Tuna, Yellow Fever, Hot Tuna. We got their entire discography tonight, I think. $19.99. The Rolling Stones Honk. This is a Target 2LP blue vinyl exclusive, $74.99 from 2019. Blue vinyl Target, $74.99. Condition, oh, the feed moved really quick. Condition on Janis Joplin. Zach, it's about a VG copy. It's about a VG copy. Janis Joplin, we had, it is a 2i Columbia, but it's about a VG copy. Randy Anderson is at 35 on Leonard Skinnard. Janis Joplin is, I've lost it now. Zach, you've got it for 37. Zach, you've got it for 37, I believe. Let me make sure. There's a lot going on. Jeff said he's out. So Janis Joplin's going once, going twice for 37. Where was we on Yes? Mick was on Yes for, we had a lot of Leonard Skinnard bids. Mick is at 16 on Yes. We're about to sell that. Yes is 16, going twice, going 3 times. Zach, you've got Janis Joplin for 37, and Randy's at 35 on Leonard Skinnard. Daniel's back in on Janis Joplin. Rolling Stones, One Hit to the Body. And Tanner, make sure I didn't miss anything and all that other stuff. Anybody claiming any records? I don't think I did, though. Big hits, High Tide and Green Grass. The Rolling Stones is orange vinyl, $39.99. Orange vinyl on that. Orange vinyl. Rolling Stones, High Tide and Green Grass on Decca. That is from Holland, $39.99. David Allan Coe, Just Divorce, is $39.99. The Rolling Stones, their Satanic Majesty's Request. Wow, this is a Holland white vinyl. Holland on white vinyl, $39.99. Those are older pressings, by the way. The Hollies, Pay You Back with Interest, is sealed, $29.99. And Hot Tuna. Hot Tuna is $19.99. A lot of tuna tonight. Hoodoo Devils, Hoodoo Rhythm Devils, $24.99. Hoodoo Rhythm Devils on Blue Thumb is $24.99. Leonard Skinnard going twice, going 3 times to Randy Anderson for $35. We've got Janis Joplin to Zach for 30, or Daniel for 38. Daniel for 38, going once, going twice. And Yes is, I'm not for sure what happened. Mick said give it to Debbie. Okay, sell it to Debbie Blair for $16. Sell this to Debbie Blair for $16 on Yes. Leonard Skinnard is 35, going twice, going 3 times, and Daniel is at 38. Leo Kottke, My Father's Face. Leo Kottke is $12.99. Blackfoot, Cygo, C-O-Go, something like that, $19.99. Hank Williams Jr., Lone Wolf, is $34.99. That's from 1990. Rod Stewart, A Knot on the Town, is $14.99. Crosby and Nash is $14.99. And Hooters One Way Home. Hooters One Way Home is $19.99. Hooters Nervous Night is $19.99. And Steve Morse Band, Stand Up. Steve Morse is $19.99. Motels. Motels is $19.99. Self-titled Motels. Steve Morse Band, The Introduction, is $19.99. And ZZ Top, Eliminator. ZZ Top is $29.99. Leonard Skinner to sold to Randy Anderson for $35. Daniel gets Janis Joplin for $38. And Chris Gleason, let me know which Steve Morse album you want. I've got two. I've got Stand Up and The Introduction. Robert Johnson first to the Motels. Next auctions, I had Carlos Santana, Blues for Salvador. Blues for Salvador. This is a pristine copy. It is near mint. Carlos Santana, $1 start. Gold stamp promo on the back too. Ultrasonically cleaned, new anti-static. $1 start on Carlos Santana, Blues for Salvador, $1. Chris Gleason takes both of the Steve Morse. Joseph Dela Cruz wants Santana. Chris, I've got you both down for both of those. The Genius of Jimi Hendrix. The Genius of Jimi Hendrix. Near mint. On the Phoenix 10 label. This is a $20 start. Jimi Hendrix, The Genius of Jimi Hendrix. $20 start on Hendrix. Santana, 5-1, 10-10-10. Hendrix is a $20 start. That's more Hendrix. And I have Roger Waters, Radio Chaos. Radio K-A-O-S. EX condition. EX condition. Roger Waters, Radio Chaos. $20 start on Roger Waters, Radio Chaos. Gold stamp promo. Taylor Black is at 20 on Hendrix. Mike Courtney's at 14 on Santana. Roger Waters is a $20 start. ZZ Top, Zebra, No Telling Lies. Zebra is $24.99. Roger McEwen is $19.99. Linda Ronstadt, Simple Dreams is $9.99. Paul Revere and the Raiders, alias Pink Puzz. That is $12.99. We'll just finish this one from the front. Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA, $19.99. The Who, Two's Missing. The Who, Two's Missing, $29.99. And Return to Forever, Chick Corea, Romantic Warrior, $9.99. $9.99. Okay, Santana. See, Roger Waters, $25, $20, $15 on Santana, $20, $30 on Roger Waters, $15, $17 now on Santana. Joseph Dela Cruz wants the ZZ Top, and Jeff Bergman, I've already sold it. Joseph just claimed that. What's the cover like on Roger Waters? It is about I'll have to call it a VG Plus. We can get as picky as possible. It's got a couple, it's a black cover. It shows everything, every little crease and little ding. But overall, it's no major flaws on it. No major flaws whatsoever. Even the gold stamp is nice. Current bid on that is, I'll have to pass on ZZ Top. Okay, well, Jeff, you might want it. It's $34.99. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Joseph claimed it. So it's $34.99 if you want it, Jeff Bergman. And Laura takes Bruce Springsteen. All right, so current bid on this. Roger Waters, current bid is Nathan Myers is at $30 on Roger Waters, Radio Chaos. High bid on Jimi Hendrix. High bid on Jimi Hendrix is $20 with Taylor Black, The Genius of Jimi Hendrix. And Blues for Salvador, Carlos Santana. Blues for Salvador, high bid is Mike Cochran at $17. And actually, he said pass on Santana. Okay, so Stephen Tuttle has this for $15. Stephen Tuttle has Santana for $15. Stephen, actually, if you don't care to bid that again, that would be great. And then Taylor Black has Hendricks for 20. 15 on Santana, going once, going twice. Hendricks is 20, going once, going twice. And Roger Waters is at 30, going once, going twice. Randy Davis is at 20 on Carlos Santana. Here's what's left in this bin. Let me just read off artists right quick. There's quite a bit. We have Emil Richards, Linda Ronstadt, The Romantics, The Outlaws' Greatest Hits, Linda Ronstadt Bootleg, The Who, The Romantics, Linda Ronstadt, Zappa, Supertramp, Procol Harum, Herman's Hermits, The Haywoods, Roger Hodgkins, The Hollies, Bruce Hornsby, Hot Tuna, Hot Chocolate, Bruce Hornsby, Hot Tuna, The Rolling Stones, which is Honk, Rolling Stones, The Rolling Stones, David Allan Coe, The Rolling Stones, The Hollies, more Hot Tuna, Hollywood Rhythm Devils, Leo Kottke, Blackfoot, Hank Williams, Rod Stewart, Crosby and Nash, Hooters, more Hooters, Zebra, Roger McGowan, Linda Ronstadt, Paul Revere, Return to Forever, and The Who. Okay, high bid on Santana is 34. High bid on Carlos Santana is 20 to Randy Davis, and Roger Waters is at 36 with Randy Anderson. Tim Besaw wants the Stones. Tim, let me know which one. There's Honk, there's One Hit to the Body, and what Roger Hodgkins, that's a tough name to say. That one was H-A-I on that one. Greg Tape wants Return to Forever. And then Tim, just let me know which Stones you wanted. I think there was a couple different ones in there. You know, I don't know if we've ever sold a Hot Tuna album. Has anybody ever bought a Hot Tuna album? I don't recall ever selling one, to be honest with you. Nathan Myers is the Rhythm Devils, the Grateful Dead drummers, if so, price. I can't answer that for you, but maybe one of our Grateful Dead people can. You're talking about this thing right. Let's see. Tim Besaw wants the Stones on white vinyl. He wants their Satanic Majesty's Request. And he's asking about this album here. I have no idea. Can anybody answer that for him? Is the Rhythm Devils the Grateful Dead drummers? This says, The Barbecue of DeVille, Hoodoo Rhythm Devils. Let's see. What? Randy Anderson's at 40 on Roger Waters. Okay, let's go ahead and sell Taylor Black, Jimi Hendrix for 20. $20 sold to Taylor Black, and Carlos Santana sold to Randy Davis for 20. Carlos Santana, Randy Davis 20, W. Taylor Black, Jimi Hendrix for 20, and Roger Waters, high bid as Nathan Myers at 42. All righty, let me condense down a couple things right quick. Let's see here. I'm going to put these in here, and these up here. Right, April?
Yep.
You doing all right over there? Her foot's asleep. That means you're not moving. Let's see here. All right, Randy Anderson's at 45 on Waters. And have I sold Kiss Rocks? Kiss Rocks. Which one is that? Rocks. Randy Anderson's at 45 on Waters. And Tony Doyle said yes, former Grateful Dead members. And Stephen said, I was in at $20 first. What is he referring to? And Roger Waters is at $45 with Randy Anderson going once, going twice. Nathan Myers says he's out. Okay, I need to grab, let me move this up right quick. Stephen Tuttle, let me know which one you were talking about. Carlos Santana? Okay. I'll have to see what's going on there then. Okay, let's put back up. Let's put back up Santana. Stephen Tuttle's at $20. Going once, going twice. Carlos Santana is is $20 with Stephen Tuttle. He was in first, Randy. Going once, going twice. No one ever said anything. I didn't see it until right then. And this is sold to Nathan. This is sold to Randy Anderson for $45. Roger Waters sold. Randy Anderson $45. Now I know no one else has been on that one. And then this is Stephen Tuttle for $20. Going once, going twice. Okay, quick flip through a couple crates of, or at least one crate of new vinyl, just so maybe I can do some condensing. And if you didn't get to watch last night, Smile, this is a new album, The Smile, A Light for Attracting Attention. Debut album from new group, which is consistent of some Radiohead members. That is $49.99. $49.99. The Smile, that's on yellow vinyl, limited edition yellow vinyl. Carlos Santana is going twice to Stephen Tuttle. Going once, going twice. I have lots of stuff over here. Look at all this stuff. See, George Harrison, Black Sabbath, LL Cool J, Whitney Houston, Nina, Japanese Pablo Cruz, Wham, Toto, more Nina, Prince, Earth, Wind & Fire, more Pink Floyd, Huey Lewis, Dawkins, Stripers, Scorpions, Herbie Hancock, Funkadelics, Johnny Cash, and I need to go get the other bin of stuff that I actually put on Facebook. All right, let's go ahead and sell Santana then. Stephen Tuttle, $20. ZZ Top Eliminator was put back. ZZ Top Eliminator is $29.99 if anybody wants it. $29.99 for ZZ Top Eliminator. Randy said Stephen can have it. I'm glad I had just sold it. $20, Carlos Santana. Next is, and I got to grab that other bin of Japanese vinyl, which I will do quickly. This is Roger Waters, Amused to Death. I hadn't even got a chance to check on this thing yet. Roger Waters, Amused to Death. Actually, let me do that right quick. This is Roger Waters, Amused to Death. It looks like it's a 1992 U.S. pressing. 1992 U.S. pressing. Roger Waters, Amused to Death. Yeah, I didn't think it was. Okay. This is, let me see what country this is from. Roger Waters, Amused to Death. (1992) Sony. Trying to figure out where it was pressed. Wow, there's not much hints. I really can't tell. I guess it's U.S. All rights. Here's the cover. Roger Waters, Amused to Death. Some marks on the inner sleeves. Maybe the book will have some clues. Yeah, I think this is U.S. This is not easy to get by no means. Roger Waters, and I did a quick Discogs search on it right quick. This Europe pressing here from 1992, they go from sales history $122 to $524.47. The Euro pressing, which ships from, there's two available in the United States, $300 and $326. Let me see if I can actually find the U.S. version of what I just had here. So, it looks like it's a pretty expensive record. It's 468761 Waters. This is not an unofficial. I guess this is a Euro because it doesn't look like it was ever released in the United States. Sorry I don't have this ready, but I didn't realize, I forgot it was in this crate. Spain, Europe, Netherlands, Europe. Yeah, so it was never released in the U.S. This is not an unofficial. This is an official release. It was out on Columbia. So, yeah, I'll need I don't know, we'll say a $275 start on this. It is very good condition. I remember looking at it when I was cleaning it. So, near mint, $275 start on Roger Waters' Amused to Death. $275. Sorry for the delay there, as I just knew that was a pricey record. Roger Waters' Amused to Death. $275 start on that one. That's from Kevin's collection. All right, I got another Hendrix record here. This is More Experience, Jimi Hendrix. More Experience, Jimi Hendrix. This was very clean. Very nice looking Jimi Hendrix record here on the Ember label. More Experience, Fire, Purple Haze, Wild Thing, Bleeding Heart. This is a, we'll do a $10 start on this one. $10 start on Jimi Hendrix. Very nice, More Experience. That is a $10 start. More Experience, Volume 2. Okay, I was also in the middle of this bin. Beastie Boys, Check Your Head is $48.99. The Beastie Boys, Check Your Head is $48.99. And we have the Foo Fighters self-titled first album. The Foo Fighters self-titled first album is $28.99. $28.99. Foo Fighters self-titled debut first album. Pink Floyd, Delicate Sound of Thunder 3 LP box set is $79.99. And the Mystici, $26.99. Last copy I have left of the Ronnie James Dio birthday party, that was $41.99. And Toto 4, that is the colored vinyl, Bloodshot Red, $31.99. Toto 4, $31.99. Last copy I have of Bill Evans' Trio 65, Verve Acoustic Sounds, that was $36.99. And Queens of the Stone Age, Live Festival Part 2, $54.99. Bob Collier wants the Ronnie James Dio. I think I had one more also left from that putback bin last night. And then Queens of the Stone Age was $54.99. Live Festival Part 2. Is the Amused to Death label in the cover embossed? Embossed. Amused to Death in the cover. This here, it feels like it is slightly. Yeah. Maybe. It's kind of hard to say. It almost feels like it's indented more than embossed in there. So, can you check to see if I got one of those Foos Tuesday? We will. David Johnson. Bob Collier got the Dio. Dale Shannon wants the Mystici. Dale Shannon on the Mystici. Dale Shannon on the Mystici. Okay. So one more clip. One more flip. That was the Smile, Beastie Boys, Foo Fighters, Pink Floyd, Toto, and the Bill Evans and the Queens of the Stone Age, which I didn't think we had any more of those. And then we actually had, I think somebody else wanted one of those the other night. But that's okay. We'll figure out who those people were later. Let me grab a crate of new vinyl we have not gone through before. We have a Neil Young Decade. It's a EX for $44.99. I'm just going to have to disagree with you. Kevin probably bought this new in a store. I would put a lot of money. This is not an unofficial. I mean, it has matrix numbers. Self-titled. Yeah, there's just no way. I'll just have to disagree. I will thoroughly check it later, but there's this, he might still be watching. He probably bought that new, pretty close probably to or had it. He probably didn't buy it in the store. Most of those 90s records he bought was stuff he had ordered. Billy Joel, An Innocent Man. Billy Joel, An Innocent Man is $14.99. Billy Joel, An Innocent Man, $14.99. Billy Joel Turnstiles is $14.99. Can't get my camera quite lined up. Billy Joel Turnstiles, $14.99, and An Innocent Man, $14.99. Peter Wolf, Up to No Good, Complete and Expurgated. Peter Wolf, $19.99. What's on the block? We have a Jimi Hendrix More Experience, Volume 2, and this is I don't know what I said, $10 or $15 start. And we had a Roger Waters Amused to Death. This is a 1992 Euro pressing, and that was a $275 start. Roger Waters Amused to Death, $275 start. Plus it has the book with it and both original inner sleeves. Jack Suslack on the Billy Joel. Jack Suslack on the Billy Joel. And let's see here. We showed the Peter Wolf. John Dawson Winter III is $19.99. New Stevie Wonder album, The Woman in Red. Stevie Wonder soundtrack, The Woman in Red, is $24.99. Bill Withers, Still Bill, $44.99. Well, I hadn't seen an original copy of this in some time. Bill Withers, Still Bill, $44.99. The Jimi Hendrix bid, I think I said $10 or $15 start. No one's bid yet, but just $10 or $15 start on that, on the Jimi Hendrix. And the Roger Waters is $275, which Randy says is an unofficial. I would have to completely disagree. There is no indication on this, so I would think it's an unofficial. 1992 Euro. Had the, it's nice. Roger Waters Amused to Death. No One Cares, Frank Sinatra. No One Cares, Frank Sinatra is $14.99, and the Roaches. The Roaches is $9.99. The Best of the Pilgrim Travelers. The Best of the Pilgrim Travelers is $19.99, and Little Richard's Greatest Hits. Little Richard's Greatest Hits, $24.99, and Bonnie Raitt, 9 Lives is sealed, $19.99. Patti LaBelle, Best of Patti LaBelle, that is $14.99. The Best of Patti LaBelle. Okay, let's get a couple more auctions rolling. I have a Pink Floyd Metal. Pink Floyd Metal. This is about a VG copy. Pink Floyd Metal. This is the one, it had some marks on it, no feelers whatsoever. And I'm going to put this up for a $1 start. Pink Floyd Metal, $1 start on that. And by the way, the Roger Waters, like I said, that exact pressing, there is only 2 for sale in the United States, 300 and 300 and what did it say, 326 or 346. So there's really only 2 of those for sale right now. They're 300 and something and 326 something on Discogs. So VG copy of Metal. Preston's at $25 on Pink Floyd. Do you have Phil Collins in there tonight? No, I don't have that. That's on face value. I don't have any of those available right now. Gordon Lightfoot, Gord's Gold, is $24.99. This is Huey Lewis and the News, I Want a New Drug, $14.99. Starship, Sarah, is sealed from 1985, $19.99. And Eagles, Their Greatest Hits. Eagles, Their Greatest Hits, EX, $32.99. Jefferson Airplane, 2400 Fulton Street, is $44.99. Deborah Devaney is at $20 on Pink Floyd. High bid on Pink Floyd is $20. High bid on Jimi Hendrix, Preston Rogers was at $25 on Jimi Hendrix. We'll say going once, going twice. Deborah's at $20 on Pink Floyd, a VG copy of Metal. And I'm going to put Roger Waters. If anyone wants to buy this, $275. Roger Waters, Amused to Death. It's a 1992 Euro pressing. Has the book and both inner sleeves with it. Roger Waters. And it's near mint. It's near mint. I'm going to lay that right over here. This is pretty cool. Billy Joel's Greatest Hits, Volume 1 and 2. Billy Joel's Greatest Hits, Volume 1 and 2. Have y'all been a man for these lately? It's unbelievable. This is a pristine copy. Billy Joel's Greatest Hits, Volumes 1 and 2. It is near mint all the way around. This is a $40 start. Billy Joel's Greatest Hits, $40 start. Volumes 1 and 2. High bid on Pink Floyd is Paul Brothers. He was in first at 25. Derek, you were second. And let's go ahead and sell Jimi Hendrix to Preston Rogers for $25. This is Billy Joel, KOHL Russian letter EPT. Gold stamp promo. This is his live Russian concert. $39.99. $39.99. Billy Joel is at 40 with John Miller, 50 with Marty Kramer. Pink Floyd is at 25 with Paul Brothers. The Billy Joel live show is $39.99. Gold stamp promo. Tommy the Who. I have not showed the Black Crowes yet. No, I haven't. Tommy the Who is $34.99. That's actually a Decca pressing. $34.99. Rocky soundtrack. This is the score to Rocky. It is sealed from 1976. $49.99. Tyler Jennings Browning takes the Billy Joel Russian album, sold to Tyler Browning. Jefferson Airplane, Tommy, Rocky, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark soundtrack is 1981. It is sealed, $44.99. We also have Eric Clapton, August. Eric Clapton is $34.99. Gold stamp promo with hot sticker. Dean Martin, Chante Paris. Dean Martin is $9.99. Chante Paris. Tillman Smoot wants the Raiders of the Lost Ark. We have, he said, never mind on that, and that's okay because Dakota wants it. Dakota takes the Indiana Jones. Jim Anstant says Frank Sinatra. No one cares. I think that was claimed earlier and I didn't pull it, wasn't it? Or was it? I think, yeah, no one cares. Maybe I missed that earlier, Jim. Frank Sinatra, no one cares. Starship, keep knee deep in the hoopla. This is sealed, $39.99. The Black Crowes is the 3 Snakes and 1 Charm 7-inch box set. Is what it is. Deborah Devaney on Pink Floyd. Deborah's at 26 on Pink Floyd. And Billy Joe, current bid on Billy Joe is, wish I could get this keyboard to go away. There we go. Marty Kramer's at 50 on Billy Joe. Going once, going twice. Deborah's at 26 on Pink Floyd. Going once, going twice. Sherry Darnell gets Jefferson Starship. Ted Nugent, Cat Scratch Fever is $14.99. And Dean Tex Martin, rides again. Dean Martin, $9.99. Dean Martin, The Silencers is $9.99. Dean Martin, The Silencers. What else I got in here? I've got more Hendrix. Motown, Fat Boys, Johnny Cash. Let's see what I've got up here. I think some people's been waiting on this. Dokken, Beast from the East. Dokken, Beast from the East. This is EX, very close to near mint. Dokken, Beast from the East. US, $30 start on Dokken. Beast from the East, ultrasonically cleaned. 2 new anti-statics. Cover is pretty nice. Dokken, Beast from the East, $30 start on that. Jack is at 55 on Billy Joe. Paul's at 28 on Pink Floyd. Marty's at 56 on Billy Joe. Jeff is at 52. Shara, check it. I have Jefferson Airplane instead of Starship. So I think I pulled Starship for her. She wanted maybe this Jefferson Airplane album back here. That one instead of this one. This one has We Built This City on Rock and Roll and Sarah on it. It is sealed with hop sticker. $39.99. So Billy Joe, high bid is 56 with Jack at 60 now. $60 on Billy Joe. Calvin's at 35 on Dokken. Is Billy Joe pristine? It is absolutely beautiful. Marty's at 61. I guarantee it. And Deborah was at 28 on Pink Floyd. Or no. Paul bid 28 on Pink Floyd. I think we already had. No, Deborah bid 26. Paul's at 28 on Pink Floyd. Eric Beck's at 40 on Dokken. Jerry Lee Lewis, Golden Rock and Roll is $19.99. We have LaBelle Chameleon, $9.99. 12-inch single, Huey Lewis, Walking on a Thin Line. That is $12.99. Jefferson Starship Earth is $19.99. And the Bee Gees Odessa, $49.99. Velvet felt cover. Bless the Pointed Little Head, Jefferson Airplane at live at the Fillmore East West, $24.99. Billy Joel's Songs in the Attic, gold stamp promo, $14.99. Calvin's at 42 on the Dokken. Pink Floyd is at 28 on Paul Brothers, going once, going twice. And Billy Joel is Marty, $61. It is a beautiful looking record. $61 of Marty Kramer. Eric Beck's back in on Dokken at 45. So right now Pink Floyd's going once, going twice. All right. Songs. That's Jack wants Songs from the Attic. Billy Joel. Leonard Skinner, One More from the Road is $34.99. 12-inch of, what is this? Billy Joel. It's a gold stamp promo. All for Lena. Leyna. Lena. And side one, Sometimes a Fantasy. 12-inch promo from Billy Joel, $34.99. Bill Fratsky is at $50 at Dokken. Bill's at $50 on Dokken. Going once, going twice on the Billy Joel for $61. And Paul is about to get Pink Floyd for $28. VG copy of Pink Floyd Metal. And the Turtles' Greatest Hits. The Turtles' Greatest Hits is $24.99. The Eagles' Greatest Hits is $34.99. And Kim Carnes' Mistaken Identity is $9.99. Steve Winwood Chronicles is $19.99. Gold stamp promo. And Steve Winwood self-titled. Santana Abraxas is EX $29.99. This has the poster with it. Santana's $29.99 has the poster with it. Rolling Stones Made in the Shade is $34.99. And I will get, yes, give me a second. I'll pull the white line. Preston wants to see the Jimi Hendrix, and I've got to go find some of the Japanese pressings too. So let's go ahead and wrap some of these up. Deborah is out on Pink Floyd, so Paul Brothers gets that for $28. Billy Joel is sold to Marty for $61. And Dokken is at $55 with Eric Beck. Eric Beck, $55 on that. Tom Steyer wants the Santana Abraxas. That is sold to Tom Steyer. That has the poster with it. Eric Beck was at $55 on Dokken. Let me finish this crate before I re-flip through it. That Steve Winwood is $19.99, and Mark Sesnick wants the Metallica. Johnny Winter, Saints and Sinners. That is $19.99. Sonny and Cher is $14.99. And Janie C. Riley from Nashville with Love, sealed, $24.99 from Nashville with Love. Janie C. Riley. Smokey Robinson, Smoke Signals, $19.99. Great records left in there. Bill Fratsky's at $60 on the Dokken. Eric Beck says he's out. Dokken is going once, going twice. Let me go ahead and pick out a couple other things out of here while I'm getting the other crate. We've got David Bowie, Live Stage. David Bowie, Live Stage. This is a VG, well, this is probably closer to EX. It's a 2LP Live David Bowie Stage. It's a US pressing. David Bowie Stage. Yeah, just very clean. 2LP gatefold. $25 start on this. Very cool. $24.99. $24.99. $25 start. David Bowie Stage. $25 start. Or you can start it at $24.99. So Dokken is going twice, going three times to Bill Fratsky for $60. Eric says he's out. The Stones album was Near Men, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, very nice. VG++ cover. Oh yeah, vinyl's Near Mint, Randy. $34.99 on that. And Paul Brothers is at $35 on the David Bowie. Let's go ahead and sell Dokken to Bill Fratsky for $60. So I need to put two more auctions up. I have a, what else is in here? I have, let's see, let's do, okay, so Preston, there's only a couple other Hendrix records left in here. There's Hendrix Voodoo Child, this one here, and I guess there's just two left in here. So let's do this Voodoo Child first. Let's do this Voodoo Child first. This is on the Masters label. It is pretty close to near mint. This is going to be a $25, we'll do a $20 start. Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child, No Business, Hush Now, Voodoo Child, Voice in the Wind, She's a Fox, Hey Leroy, Goodbye, Bessie May, Red House, Free Spirit, Something You Got. That is a $20 start on Jimi Hendrix. Paul Brothers is at $35 on David Bowie. Randy Anderson said he would take the Stones. And so there's Voodoo Child. Let me grab one more thing out of here, a little bit different. Let's see here. Let's do this other Pink Floyd. This is Pink Floyd A Nice Pair. It actually has the exposed cover on it. A Nice Pair is Piper at the Gates of Dawn and Saucer Full of Secrets. I think these were pretty nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice condition. I've seen a couple scuffs, nothing problematic. And that was on Nice Pair, and then here is Saucer Full of Secrets. So this is a Pink Floyd 2-for-1. They kind of reissued both their albums. This one had a little mark on it right here, but you can't feel it. I think it's just a spot in the wax. We'll say a $35 start on this double Pink Floyd album. So Nice Pair, $35. Gatefold. That's Saucer Full of Secrets and Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Jeff McMaster's is at 36 on David Bowie. Preston's at 20 on Jimi Hendrix. Kevin's at 30 on Jimi Hendrix. Paul's at 40 on David Bowie. And we're looking for a $35 start on Pink Floyd, Nice Pair. Now, let me go grab another crate. If I've missed any other comments, go ahead and resend them. And when I come back, I'll flip through this crate one more time, and I'll have some of those requests that y'all have been asking about. Right, Tanner? Tanner said, mm-hmm. Right, April? I think this has some of them in here. Yeah. Ed, see if you can find that Black Crowes box set. It's that 7-inch. That's the only thing I don't see in this crate. Trying to think about what else some other people's asked about. Okay, Paul Brothers is at 40 on David Bowie, going once, going twice. Kevin Taze is at 30 on Jimi Hendrix, going once, going twice. And Paul Brothers is at 35 on Pink Floyd, going once, going twice. So Paul Brothers has Bowie and Pink Floyd, and Kevin Taze has Jimi Hendrix. Kevin Taze is back in on Pink Floyd. One more quick flip through this bin. We had Neil Young Decade. If you want prices, just let me know. Neil Young, Peter Wolf, Johnny Winter, Stevie Wonder soundtrack. No one got Bill Withers. The Roaches, The Pilgrim Travelers, Little Richard's Greatest Hits, Bonnie Raitt, Patti LaBelle, Gordon Lightfoot, Huey Lewis and the News, Jefferson Starship, Eagles' Greatest Hits, Tommy the Who, Kevin Taze, 37 Pink Floyd, Preston's at 35 on Jimi Hendrix. I have not sold James Taylor yet. It's in the crate I just brought over. Randy Anderson wants the Roger Waters. Randy, I will send you pictures. I'll mark you down for this $275. I promise you it's the real deal. But I'll send you pictures and everything before we get this paid and shipped to you. Make sure we'll both agree that it's a 1992 OG before we ship it. But I promise it is. My just inspection at first glance and knowing it came from Kevin's collection, highly doubt that was an unofficial. Everything he has had has been real deal, OG, even the extremely rare stuff like Cake and Tool, even those Tool albums, all that stuff. There hadn't been one. He didn't buy an official. He bought stuff from stores or from, stores that had it imported in. So, David Bowie, that was 45. Jeff Masters at 45 on David Bowie. Give me 1 second, I'll read off the track list. Paul Brothers is at 40 on Pink Floyd. Paul Brothers is at 50 on David Bowie. Bill Withers was $44.99. That is an OG copy of Steel Bill. We don't get that too often. Where were we on Jimi Hendrix? Kevin Taze was the high bidder on that. No, Kevin Taze. Preston bid 35. Preston bid 35. So Preston Rogers has the Jimi Hendrix for 35. Preston Rogers has the Jimi Hendrix for 35. So 35 on Hendrix, 50 on David Bowie, and Pink Floyd is at 40. 40, 35, and 50. Rocky was sealed, $49.99. Eric Clapton, Dean Martin, Ted Nugent, Dean Martin, Starship, Jerry Lee Lewis, LaBelle, Chameleon, Huey Lewis, Jefferson Starship, Bee Gees, Jefferson Airplane, Leonard Skinner, Billy Joel, The Turtles, Eagles, Kim Carnes, Steve Winwood, Johnny Winter, Sonny and Cher, Janie C. Riley, and Smokey Robinson. Final call on all these. Rydell Martin, let me know if you want Bill Withers. If not, it looks like Mia Willis wants it. So just let me know on that. What is the Huey? I think they were 12-inch singles. Give me 1 second on that. Kevin Taze is out on Pink Floyd. And Tony on the Rhythm Devils price. That's in a crate from earlier. Tony, I think it was $29.99, but I'll have to find it. I'm about to go through that crate, but it's in that one, I'm pretty sure. Okay, Rod El Paso, so Still Bill Withers goes to Mia. Jeff McMaster's back in on David Bowie at 55, and Jimi Hendrix is, this is sold to Preston for 35, and Pink Floyd, final call on Pink Floyd. It's at $40 with Paul Brothers, final call. Jeff McMaster's in on David Bowie at 55. Tony Doyle said sold on the Rhythm Devils. Let me confirm that price. We hadn't even found it, but that was what I think it was. Okay, I'm moving away from this crate. So Jeff McMaster has David Bowie for 55. Paul says he's out, so that's going once, going twice. And Tanner's going to hunt that. You can set that one right there, wherever, up here probably. And Pink Floyd's also going once, going twice. So we're probably going twice, going 3 times now. Okay, so people's asked about this. This is a VG copy of Black Sabbath Volume 4. Green Label, Warner Brothers. $1 start. VG copy. VG copy. Now, here's the cover, and let me show you something. I think I've seen this before, but if so, it's been a while. This is a gatefold cover on Black Sabbath Volume 4, and it has the inserts. If you have a nice vinyl and you need a cover upgrade, even though this one has a few spots on it, this is how pretty much they all are, but a nice cover. It has the picture inserts. $1 start on Black Sabbath. Vinyl is about a VG. VG on the vinyl. Black Sabbath Volume 4. Green Warner Brothers label. First U.S. pressing. First U.S. pressing. All right, and we're going to sell both of these to Paul Brothers. One of them goes to Paul Brothers. Jeff McMaster gets David Bowie. Pink Floyd is sold to Paul Brothers. Let me give you one more price check on that. $40, Pink Floyd, Paul Brothers, and Jeff McMaster gets David Bowie for $55. $55, Jeff McMaster and Paul Brothers on that. Black Sabbath, 5, 10, 14, and 10. Susie Breelove also wants a copy of Clash Combat Rock. If anybody else wants one, I have one left. Tanner already pulled one, so I got 2 left. Clash Combat Rock, $28.99 on those. All right, so I got Bad Company, Kiss, Paul McCartney. Here's James Taylor. James Taylor. This is called, I don't think it's James Taylor Live. Let's see exactly what this is. James Taylor Monumental 1967. James Taylor Monumental 1967. James Taylor and the Original Flying Machine. So I think these are early James Taylor cuts. Japanese pressing. It's absolutely, I need to put a crate there so I have a little bit better of a table. But anyways, this is back to some of our Japanese quality. Absolutely fantastic, beautiful copy. James Taylor, Monumental 1967. This is a $30 start. James Taylor, Monumental 1967. Japanese press, pristine. I don't think it's live. I think it's just some early James Taylor cuts. This is about the time he was auditioning in front of George Harrison and Paul McCartney, probably, when that stuff was being recorded. Black Sabbath 15, 20, 15, 18, and Sabbath Taylor's at 35 on the Black Sabbath. Okay, let me get another crate to flip through. Is there not one there? Okay. I'll take any one of those other black crates that was on the very bottom. I don't think April can carry one, but you can try. Yes, any one of those. Those are all new arrivals. Hoodoo Rhythm Devils. Hoodoo Rhythm Devils is $24.99, so that is sold to Tony Doyle. Hoodoo Rhythm Devils. Tony, that's actually $5 cheaper than what I thought. Yes, I'll take either one of those. Black Crows. These are new arrivals. This is stuff I didn't get to last night. So let me see what's in here. Axel Horn is at 25 on the Black Sabbath, and Taylor Black is at 35 on James Taylor. Going once, going twice. Wayne Heat just bid 26 on the Sabbath. Here is the Black Crowes, 3 Snakes, and 1 Charm. Contains entire Black Crowes album plus 2 bonus tracks on 7-inch vinyl. Limited edition box set. Also includes a custom 7-inch adapter and band poster. This is sealed from, I'm assuming it's 1996. Black Crowes, 3 Snakes, and 1 Charm. So this actually came out as an LP, but I believe they released it like this as well. But I don't know a lot about it. It is sealed. It's never been opened. $85 start. Black Crowes, 3 Snakes, and 1 Charm. The box has some discoloration. It's kind of dingy looking, just FYI. The shrink wrap and stuff, not the actual box. If you were to open this thing, it would be pristine, but it is sealed. $85 start. Black Crowes, 3 Snakes, and 1 Charm. James Taylor is at 36. James Taylor is at 36. Taylor's at 40. Luke is at 27 on Sabbath. Axel's at 28. Luke's at 30. Kevin's at 85 on the Black Crowes. Wayne's at 30 on the Sabbath. And Frank is at 41 on James Taylor. So we got 3 pretty popular auctions going up. Let's go through this next bin of LPs. The Bee Gees, Rare and Precious and Beautiful. Rare, Precious, and Beautiful. The Bee Gees, $19.99. The Human League, Don't You Want Me, 12-inch single. Human League, $19.99. Woodstock 2. Woodstock 2 is $34.99. Johnny Cash, A Believer Sings the Truth, Volume 1, $14.99. Paul Carrick, One Good Reason, is $14.99. The Carpenters is $9.99. And Michael Jackson, Black or White, 12-inch single, $26.99. Michael Jackson, 12-inch single. That's from the Dangerous album, $26.99. Kevin Squires is at 100 on the Black Crowes. Taylor's out on James Taylor. So Frank Galena has James Taylor for $41. This is James Taylor, Monumental 1967, Japanese pressing. Japanese pressing. High bid on Sabbath is Wayne Heat is at 30. Green Warner Brothers label. Has the gatefold cover with book, lit pictures. Black Sabbath is at $30 of Wayne Heat. I don't think there was anybody before him that was higher. So Wayne Heat on 30. Going once, going twice. James Taylor's at 41, going once, going twice. Will Harper is at 110 on the Black Crowes, 3 Snakes, and 1 Charm, 7-inch box set. So Taylor, Sabbath, and Crowes all up for bid. Michael Jackson was the last one I showed there. And a Michael Jackson Thriller 12-inch single, $39.99. Michael Jackson Thriller 12-inch single, $39.99. Michael Jackson Billie Jean 12-inch single, $24.99. Planet P Project Pink World on pink vinyl, $24.99. Axel's at 35 on Black Sabbath. Planet P on pink vinyl, that is $24.99. Preston Rogers wants the Thriller 12-inch single, sold to Preston Rogers. Preston Rogers also wants a Billie Jean 12-inch single on that. Will Harper's at 130 on the Black Crowes. Wayne Heat's out on the Sabbath. And that means Axel Horn has Sabbath for $35. Let's go ahead and sell Frank Galena, James Taylor for $41. That's sold to Frank Galena, $41. Courtney wants Michael Jackson. Courtney, the only Michael Jackson left is Black or White. Let me know if you want that one. The other 2 are sold. Black Sabbath is Axel Horns for $35 right now, going once, going twice. And Kevin Squires is at $135 on the Black Crowes box set. It is sealed. It is sealed. Planet P, we have the Beach Boys, Wow Great Concert. That is $12.99. And we have Peter Cetera, Solitude Solitaire, sealed, $34.99. The Dregs, Unsung Heroes, $14.99. So Sabbath, going once, going twice. Never mind, Jeff McMasters is in at 40. Jeff McMasters is in at 40, and Black Crowes is still getting bids, it looks like. Next record. This is really nice. This is really nice. This is a very nice copy of, whoop, this is the wrong one. We have 2 of these. We already sold one. This is the copy that has a unusual for Japanese pressings, a big scuff right across it. So, This is Bad Company Straight Shooter. I think we've already straight sold one of these this week. We had 2 copies come in from one of our Japan shipments. We've already sold one straight by it now. I was going to put this one up for auction because of the marks that's on it. There's a couple scuffs on this, which is unusual for, as y'all know, Japanese pressings. This is a $10 start. It's Straight Shooter, Bad Company. It still sounds fantastic. Those are more visual marks than anything. It has the original inner sleeve, and it has the Japanese insert, Bad Company Straight Shooter. This is a $1 start. This is a $1 start. Yes, Metallica. What else was I supposed to grab? Metallica and White Line. Tillman Smoot, are you still watching? He asked about that White Line hours ago. Bad Company, $10 start, Straight Shooter. Very nice cover. Vinyl is still, I'm still going to call it near mint. I mean, sound quality, but it does have a couple marks. Didn't want you to see those and be surprised. So, $10 start. No Obi. Black Crows, current bid is Will Harper, 150, and Kevin says he's out. He was going to open anyway. So Will Harper has the Black Crows, 150 going once, going twice. Black Sabbath, Luke said he was out. Jeff McMaster has this, going twice, going 3 times, $40. Jeff McMaster going twice, going 3 times. And this is at 150, going twice, going 3 times. Bad Company, Derek Vaughn, is at $20 on the Bad Company Straight Shooter. And then I missed something earlier. Chris Gleason takes the Dregs album. Chris Gleason gets the Dregs. Johnny Cash, now there's a song. Johnny Cash is $14.99. Now let me find out where the rest of those like high-end records are. If y'all could see our store, you would be amazed at how much stuff is just laying around, just, you know. Yeah, even after April's organization, it's still chaotic. I'll need this crate here probably next. And what is that? That's the rest of the Japanese stuff I hadn't got to. I think I'm going to need this entire crate right here. Yeah, let me just grab this. That black crate right there is probably what I'll need after I finish this other one. Right, Tanner? Mm-hmm. Tanner said, I guess not. No. If we do, we'll take one later. Okay. Johnny Cash Greatest Hits Volume 3 has some cover damage to the top. That's a white label promo, $19.99. $19.99. Okay, let's figure out what this Metallica is exactly, because I really don't remember. Let's see here. Let's Discogs it. This is Discogs. This is a club pressing. It is sealed 9608 12-1. Let me copy and paste that, or I'm going to lose it. Let's see here. Let's see. Wow, there's a million versions of this, isn't it? Very difficult. Here we go. All right, let's see. This is a 1988 club pressing of Metallica and Justice for All. The last one sold, $175. Let's see if there's any sealed on here. I don't see a sealed one. Let's see if there's any sealed active. There's 7 for sale. They're all in the United States. There's one sealed copy for $500, but we can't use that as a comp. We really just try to find, there's not really one that is sealed. The cheapest one, though, if you were to get one opened, is their a decent one's $350. So this is Metallica. This is a $400 start. Metallica and Justice for All. It's a sealed club copy. Sealed club copy. Metallica and Justice for All. Sealed club copy. That is a $400 start. None is really sold, and the only one that's active is $500. And then it looks like the nicest copy available that's opened is a VG Plus for $350. This one is sealed, and it's a pristine sealed copy. $400 start on Metallica. Now, for anybody that's asking about that, I finally got that out of the way. It took me a while because I didn't really have it ready for sale, so we usually have to stop the show to get those ready. Now, Bad Company, Derek Vaughn was at $20 on Bad Company. Going once, going twice. Going once, going twice. $20 with Derek Vaughn. Black Crows is sold to Will Harper. This one has been up for a while. Black Crows is sold to Will Harper, $150. I'm going to lay that right there, Tanner. And so is Black Sabbath Volume 4. Black Sabbath is sold to Jeff McMaster for $40. Sold $40, Jeff McMaster, Black Sabbath. Will Harper gets Black Crows for $150. And this is Bad Company Straight Shooter. This is $20 of Derek Vaughn, going once, going twice. Sealed clubs go $350, $450. That's what I just seen from. I agree with you, Michael. That's about what I'm thinking. $400. If you bid that, there's a good chance you'll probably buy it. It's a sealed copy. Club, Metallica, just for all. Boy, that's pretty, isn't it? I mean, the shrink wrap and everything, it's pristine. Okay, and then let's do White Line next. Give me a second on that one. I still got the Captain Beyond in here, the sealed Tom Petty, the sealed. White Line is also sealed. This one's easy. It has a barcode on it. Sometimes I don't give you the exact version. Let's see. This doesn't look like a club. This looks like a White Line big game. Let's see. For sale. And I always go to the United States because, you know, anywhere else, you're not probably going to order it from there anyway. There's a sealed copy for $40 and a sealed copy for $45. So White Line big game, $40 start. White Line big game sealed with hype sticker. Looks like a slight tear up here where they opened or tore the shrink wrap to put a price tag on it. Sealed with hype sticker. This is a $40 start. Has a notched White Line big game. $40 start on that. Let's go ahead and sell Derek Vaughn, Bad Company, for $20. That's sold to Derek Vaughn. Tillman Smoots at $40 on White Line. And Metallica, I'm going to leave it up for a couple more seconds. It's a $400 start. Continuing here, the Cars, hello again. 12-inch white label promo. That is $19.99. And we have Rick Ocasek, Beautitude. Rick Ocasek, $14.99. Gene Chandler, Duke of Earl. Gene Chandler is $14.99. Harry Chapman, Short Stories. Harry Chapman is $9.99. Short Stories. Johnny Cash, Orange Blossom Special, $14.99. Orange Blossom Special. Peter Cetera featuring David Gilmour on guitar. You Never Listen to Me. That is $14.99. Calvin Ward is at $50 on White Line. We have Bill Haley and the Comets, the king of rock and roll, $19.99. And Strictly Instrumental, Bill Haley and his Comets, 1960 mono copy, $39.99. Do you have any Metallica Hardwired? Only one I need to complete. We should have a copy of Hardwire Self-Destruct. That's their most recent release. Tanner is checking right now. Okay. What else do I have over here? We have, what was in the back of this crate? Oh, there's more Hendrix. Here's the rest of those Hendrix. And we've got, let me put up this copy of Europe Final Countdown. Yeah. $29.99, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, $29.99. This is Europe Final Countdown. This is about a EX. $1 start. Europe Final Countdown, $1 start. EX condition. Calvin's at $50 on White Line, going once, going twice. And we have, let me restart my stream feed here. Calvin's at $50 on White Line. And $1 start on Europe. And I'm going to put Metallica over here. If anybody wants to buy it, Metallica is $400. April says she'll take it. Not happening. What label is the first Bill Haley? This one here is on the Alshire label. Allshire label. Zach is at $1 on Europe. Going twice, going 3 times on White Line to Calvin Ward for $50. How much was Rick Ocasek? Rick Ocasek was $14.99. Eric Beck's at 5 on Europe. Bill Haley. This is Friends of Distinction. Whatever. Friends of Distinction, $19.99. Fumble? $14.99. Fumble. $14.99. Bobby and the Midnights is $24.99. Bobby and the Midnights. Al Stewart Time Passages is $14.99. Jody Ruffner said he'll take the Rick Ocasek. Who asked about that? Did he ask about that? I think he did. Make sure. Yeah. All right. No one has ever set out on White Line. That's why I was kind of waiting on it. But White Line was $50. Calvin Ward, right? I had to refresh my feed. I think Calvin Ward had it for $50, but no one else has set out. So I was kind of, no one else has set out. So I was kind of waiting, because especially for a couple people that had been asking about it, I didn't want to sell it and like their feed dropped, and then they come back and then they throw their phone across the room. So Europe is 5, 10, 10. John Sheehan has it for 15. David Cox has it for 17. All right, so final call. Calvin's at 50 on White Line. Going twice, going 3 times. Bobby and the Midnighters. Al Stewart. Jefferson Starship. Bruce Springsteen, Greetings from Asbury Park, $19.99. Bill Miles, Jazz Compositions featuring Bill Evans, Miles Davis, Joe Wilder, J.J. Johnson, Phil Woods, $24.99. $24.99. Europe, high bid now is $25. And the Spinners, Spinning Gold on K-Tail, $12.99. Compliments of Garcia, Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead. This is a 1974 promo copy, $44.99. 1977 DJ copy on the label, $44.99 on the Jerry Garcia. There is another Grateful Dead. This is the Mickey Hart Rolling Thunder, 1987 reissue pressing, near mint. This is $34.99. Eric Beck's at 28 on Europe. Taylor Black wants Bobby and the Midnighters, sold to Taylor Black. Brian Hummel wants the Garcia, sold to Brian Hummel, the Jerry Garcia. And let's go ahead and sell Calvin Ward, the White Line. Calvin Ward gets White Line for $50. Europe is at $28 of Eric Beck, and Tony Doyle takes the Rolling Thunder. I got a sealed copy of that somewhere I hadn't put up yet. All right, I got more fantastic records to put up for auction. Let me find a couple. This is a let me do this one. This is Rock and Roll Over, Kiss. Very, very nice near mint minus copy of Kiss Rock and Roll Over. Japanese press. No stickers. There's the book. I've had a couple copies of this lately, no stickers. Obi is very nice. Kiss Rock and Roll Over. Let's do this for a $45 start. Kiss Rock and Roll Over, Japanese press, Obi, $45 start. John Sheehan is at 30 on Europe. Do you have Blondes Do It Better from Rod Stewart? Yes, we've had a couple copies of that tonight. And Eric Beck's out on Europe. So John has Europe for 30, Going Once, Going Twice, Tracks on Jazz compilation. Let's see. George Russell, All About Rosie, Harold Shapiro on Green Mountain, J.J. Johnson poem for brass. Side 2. Charles Mingus, Revelations, First Movement, John Lewis, Three Little Feelings, and Bob Prince, Stutters. Pete's at 50 on Kiss, Tim Smith's at 45, Pam Dickens wants the Spinners. Next is Belinda Carlisle, I Get Weak, $14.99. Europe is at $30 to John Sheehan, Going Once, Going Twice. Pete's at 50 on Kiss. John Baldry, Everything Stops for Tea, $19.99. And the Best of the Doobie Brothers, $14.99. Best of the Doobie Brothers. Monster. Everybody needs to get woke up. It's still early, right, April?
No, it's not.
Paul McCartney, Tug of War. Paul McCartney, Tug of War, a unbelievably nice Japanese pressing. $35 start on Maca. This has the Paul McCartney Japanese insert that came with Tug of War. That tri-folds out with all the lyrics in Japanese and in English. If you don't read English, you can read it in Japanese. And it has a poster with it. To the Japanese fans with love, Paul McCartney. He even autographed it. I wish. Have y'all seen what Paul McCartney autographs sell for? Oh my gosh. $35 start on McCartney Tug of War, Japanese press. John Sheehan gets to Europe for $30. So did John Sheehan. Pete is going twice, going 3 times on Kiss. Europe is so did John. Paul McCartney, we need a $35 start on Tug of War, Japanese, pristine, complete with poster, obi, insert. The Rolling Stones European Tour Live, 1970. I think I've had this bootleg before. It's $59.99. Thompson Twins, Hold Me Now, 12-inch single, $14.99. Thompson Twins, Get That Love. Thompson Twins is $14.99. 10 years after, About Time. This has to be late in their career. 1989. I didn't even know they were still around in 1989. 10 years after, $14.99. Prince, Parade. This is $24.99. We might have to put this up for auction. I haven't had this in a while. Let's put this up for auction. Prince and the Revolution. Because I think there's probably going to be several people wanting this one. This is, I'll start it for $1. Prince and the Revolution, Parade. $1 start on that. $1 start on that. Prince and the Revolution, Parade. McCartney is not signed. No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. It just looks like it's signed. Pete's at 55 on Kiss. McCartney, we're looking for a $35 start. And Prince, we got 5, 15, and 5. I think there's a couple other Prince. Let me flip through these right quick because now it's going to get confusing. So, yeah, we also got, we can auction off these later. I'll put them right over here. All right, we got Madonna. This is Madonna Vogue, a 1990 picture disc. That's the full album. 1990 picture disc from Madonna Vogue, $49.99. Mike Cochran on 10 Years After. Mike Cochran on 10 Years After. There's the other Madonna. This is Rain, 1993. This is like a single. Rain, Up, Down, Sweet, and Open Your Heart, $29.99. Calvin Ward's at 20 on Prince. We're looking for a $35 start on McCartney. And Tim Smith is at 60 on Kiss. Madonna Interviews. This is a unofficial brown vinyl, $39.99. Madonna Interviews. Brown splatter vinyl, $39.99. Pete W is at 65 on Kiss. Madonna Buenos Aires, 12-inch single, promo, $24.99. Toto, the 7th one. Must be their 7th album. Toto is $26.99, gold stamp promo. Taylor Black is at 25 on Prince. We have Final Call. Well, actually, I'm putting it up. If anybody wants to buy, we'll sell it to Jody Ruffner. Jody, you get McCartney for $35. So do you. Taylor's now at 25 on Prince, and Pete W is at 65 on Kiss. Toto 7, or you can have Toto 4. Toto 4 is $19.99. Toto Hydra. Toto Hydra, $19.99, and Toto No Turning Back. What's this one called? Turn Back. Turn Back, $19.99, and Pete Townsend, White City, is $19.99. Wow, that was a pretty interesting crate. I feel like we've been in it forever because of all these other auctions we're doing. But all right, I got a couple straight, quick buy it nows. Some of these were featured on Facebook, so be ready. This is a VG Plus Huey Lewis Power of Love, $19.99, 12-inch single. Huey Lewis, The Power of Love, has a really cool from the motion picture Back to the Future down there with Obi and insert. That's a VG Plus, $19.99. Huey Lewis, Power of Love, Japanese press. Mike Cochran wants Toto 7, and Ron Phillips takes Toto Hydra. Toto Hydra. Jeff McMaster gets Huey Lewis. Taylor Black was at 25 on Prince, going twice, going 3 times. going twice, going 3 times. And Pete W. has Kiss at 65, going twice, going 3 times. Uh-oh, this is nice. Bon Jovi, $34.99. Burning for Love, Japanese 12-inch single. Bon Jovi came out and sang Happy Birthday for Paul McCartney yesterday. And Bruce Springsteen came out and finished the concert with them. I told Tanner and Seth, why couldn't something like that happen when we seen them? I seen them twice and nobody special came out. But it is his birthday tomorrow. Paul McCartney turns 80 tomorrow. But Bon Jovi came out and sang Happy Birthday to him. And then Bruce Springsteen came out and finished the show with him. So I thought that was pretty cool. Bon Jovi is $34.99. Burning for You. That's a 12-inch single. And Steve Miller Band, Fly Like an Eagle. This is about an EX Plus. It's kind of like that other record. Some unusual Japanese to have scuffs on it. But this is very, very nice. Has the insert with it. Fly Like an Eagle. $49.99. Steve Miller Band. Japanese press. Japanese press. Okay, I'm going to put those. I'm going to put some of these right over here what I know, so I know what I've done with them. Know that I've shown them. Steve Miller and Bon Jovi still available. All right, let's go ahead. We could have saved a lot of time because I had this price for $24.99. So Taylor Black, you get that for $25. And then Pete, you get Kiss for $65. I just figured that way everybody got a little bit more fair chance to buy it, I guess. So Jerry Pinnock wants Steve Miller Band. Sold to Jerry Pinnock. Japanese press. Surprised no one got the Bon Jovi. All right, I got a couple 7 inches here to show and tell. Let me get them reorganized first, and then I will show them. Let's put up a couple more auctions as soon as I flip through this bin. So one more call on this bin. We've got BG's, we've got Human League, and Tillman, I will get to your request as soon as I get that. Woodstock 2, Johnny Cash, Paul Carrick, The Carpenters, Michael Jackson, Planet P, Beach Boys, Peter Cetera, Johnny Cash, The Cars, Gene Chandler, Harry Chapman, Johnny Cash, Peter Cetera, and David Gilmour. Bill Haley, Friends of Distinction, Fumble, Al Stewart, Jefferson Starship, Bruce Springsteen, the jazz compilation, Belinda Carlisle, John Baldry, Best of the Doobies, Rolling Stones, Thompson Twins, Hold Me Now, and Let Loving Start. And they're both like extended versions, it looks like. $14.99. Thompson Twins, this is Get That Love, Get That Love, Get That Love, and Get That Love. Multiple versions. $14.99. The Planet P was $24.99. It's on pink vinyl. Planet P Project, Pink World on pink vinyl. Is Peter Cetera a single? No, the Peter Cetera album, Solitude Solitaire, is sealed. That one is $34.99. The one that has David Gilmour featured on the front, it is a 12-inch single. It is You Never Listen to Me, $14.99. Tillman Smoot wants Hold Me Now. Thompson Twins, Hold Me Now, Tillman Smoot. That is this one right here, Thompson Twins. That's sold to Tillman Smoot. The Cars was Hello Again, white label promo, 3 different versions, $19.99. Let's see. First, Ron Phillips is a longtime friend of mine. We grew up together and started listening back in the day. He's a music nerd. I told him about y'all. As you can see, he's hooked. You can get my commission check. Okay, well, thank you, Tommy Green, for sending Ron Phillips. And Ron Phillips, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the show. We've got a lot going on tonight. We're about to pause for a second and come back for part 2. We're having another show tomorrow night, but we still got new arrivals we hadn't shown y'all. I told y'all, it's just the amount of records we've put out for this week is unbelievable. So, Jody Ruffner said pass. How much was Cash? Mike Cochran wants Pink World. Okay, so Greg Tate, this is yours if you want it. If you pass, it's sold to Mike Cochran. And the Johnny Cash that was back here, let me find it actually. This is a Columbia reissue, $14.99. $14.99. Okay, then we had the Madonna picture disc, the Madonna interviews, the other Madonna. Toto 4 still available. Of course, we've sold Seems like 100 copies of that within the last couple weeks. Toto Turn Back and Pete Townsend. Oh yeah, and these got slipped down in here. Let's put these up for auction. This is a Pearl Jam. I don't know if this is OG or not, but it was in Kevin's collection. Let's put this up for a $5 start. Pearl Jam Given to Fly. I believe it is 1997. Pearl Jam Given to Fly, Pilate, and Leatherman. I believe this is a 1997 press. It has a price tag on it. Pearl Jam. That is a $5 start. And we're going to sell both of these White Stripes and Jack White. This is the White Stripes 7 Nation Army. The White Stripes 7 Nation Army. And Good to Me 7-inch single. And this is Jack White Love Interruption and Machine Gun Silhouette. So White Stripes and Jack White, you're buying both of these for a $10 start. $10 start on that, and Jeff McMaster's in on 5 on the Pearl Jam. So Pearl Jam, Jack White singles, those are up for bid. And let me put up, what's next? Let's put up Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi, the 12-inch single I just showed, let's take a better look at it. $1 start on this. Bon Jovi, Burning for Love. This thing is beautiful. Oh, wow. It also has Breakout and Runaway on it. So it's actually got a couple other songs. Breakout, live version, and She's a Little Runaway, live version. 1984 Japanese OG, $1 start on Bon Jovi. $1 start on Bon Jovi. And let's see if it has an insert or anything. No insert with it, which it may have not came with one. The cover is absolutely pristine, though. So, 3 auctions up now. Pearl Jam, the White Stripe 2 7-inch lot, and the Bon Jovi Burning for You, with also the 2 other bonus live tracks. Japanese pressing. Okay, let's see here. So, Pearl Jam 5-5, Jack White or White Stripes 10, 12, 10. Pearl Jam 7, White Stripes 10, White Stripes 10, White Stripes 18, Jack White 12, Bon Jovi 5, Bon Jovi 10. So it looks like Zach is at 20 on the 2 White Stripes singles. High bid on Pearl Jam is 7 with David Cox, and Bon Jovi's at 10. Do we have White Stripes Elephant in stock? White Stripes Elephant. White Stripes Elephant. We'll have to check. We'll have to check. I've shown Metallica. I've shown Tom Petty. We got a couple really expensive records we have not. Here's a pricey record I have not shown yet. This is $119.99. Excuse me. Coughing, choking. We do have Elephant. It's, 1 second, I'll show it. The Best of the Rolling Stones Jump Back, 1971 to 1993. This is a 1993 Euro pressing, UK pressing, $119.99. The Best of the Rolling Stones Jump Back, 71 to 93. 1993 UK pressing, $119.99. 2-disc Rolling Stones comp, official press, of course, and it is pristine. It is very nice. Rolling Stones Jump Back. Never seen that before. So there's that. And we had this right here. This is actually sealed. It is $129.99. $129.99. The Rolling Stones, no security. It is sealed. Rolling Stones, no security. $129.99. Todd Toto 4 was $19.99. That's Stones, no security. Okay, let's wrap up these 7 inches as fast as possible. I need to take a break too, Stephen. I got to go find some food. David Cox is at $10 on the Pearl Jam single, Given to Fly. Original, 1997. Going twice, going 3 times to David Cox. The 2 White Stripes records, Deborah Devaney's at $21. This one is 7 Nation Army. That is $21 to Deborah Devaney. That's going twice, going 3 times. And Caleb Plowman, has the Bon Jovi Japanese 12-inch for $15. A deal, I might say. $15, and that is going twice, going 3 times. Caleb has that for $15. White Stripes. And Jeff McMaster's at $11 on Pearl Jam. So we're going to have to let those finish. Zachary's at $22 on White Stripes. We will pause as soon as those auctions are wrapped up. Japanese from Judas Priest, I'll buy it if you still have it. Okay. Michael, I've seen where you said check your messages, and guess what? I had not done that yet, but I still have that. I will make sure it does not sell. What were the other Jimi Hendrix and Prince? Okay, yeah, let me show a couple of those. This, okay, first person to comment Prince on this one. This is Sign of the Times, $59.99. Prince, Sign of the Times, $59.99. 1987 specialty press. 1987 specialty press. Prince, next Prince comment gets these, $59.99. Yes, and I got to go find an autographed Aerosmith record. I got a lot to do during the break. Wow, this is really nice. Prince is $59.99. $1987 specialty press. Zach, I have not found that yet, mostly because I have not looked for it yet. Yeah, it's hard to find if I'm not looking for it. Okay, Elephant is, that's on me though. Elephant is $56.99, Dakota. White Stripes Elephant, $56.99. Where are we at on everything? Deborah's at 23 on the Jack White 2LP lot. Zachary's at 25. So Zachary's now at 25 on both of those. Pearl Jam just got another bid. David Cox is back in at 15. So Pearl Jam's at 15. The 2 White Stripes are at 25. And Dakota said he will take Elephant White Stripes. Did Bon Jovi get another bid? Let me make sure before I sell it, because it was really cheap. Bon Jovi. Troy bid 14, but we already had a bid of 15. Caleb's at 15. Just FYI. I'm about to sell it to Caleb. I need to see to keep this one up, I need to see a Bon Jovi bid within the next 30 seconds. Deborah's out on Jack White. So Zachary has that for 25. Zach's at 16 on Bon Jovi. Here's the Tom Petty we showed last night. Tom Petty, She's the One. Tom Petty, She's the One. This is from 1996. It is sealed. It is $239.99. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, She's the One soundtrack, sealed, 1996, $239.99. That's the Tom Petty. All right, let me show what else I can throw up over here right quick. I do have some Funkadelic. These I've already shown. So we have Funkadelic Free Your Mind. It's a VG copy for $49.99. It is an OG pressing on Westbound. VG, though, $49.99. And I can't believe no one bought this. Unbelievable. Captain Beyond, OG press with the lenticular cover. VG Plus, $44.99 on that. Captain Beyond, VG Plus, $44.99. And Funkadelic Free Your Mind, and your ASS will follow. VG $14.99. Doing okay over there, April? She looks pretty stressed, to be honest. Susie's at 20. Okay, so where are we at on these? Zachary Franklin. Going twice, going 3 times. Zachary Franklin was at 25 on the 2 White Stripes. Going twice, going 3 times. Pearl Jam, we got PG, and we got for Pearl Jam, and we got BJ for Bon Jovi. Pearl Jam was at 15 with David Cox. That's going twice, going 3 times. And then Bon Jovi has had a rebirth. Troy Perkins is at $21 on Bon Jovi Burning for Love. It also has Runaway and another track on it. That's a Japanese press. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pearl Jam is sold to David Cox for 15. David Cox for 15. Unless I overlooked something, I hope I didn't. And then the Jack White 245 was sold to Zachary Franklin for 25. Susie's at 25 on Bon Jovi. Prince was $59.99. Prince was $59.99. This other one is a 12-inch single. It is $19.99. Prince, another lover something something. $19.99 for Prince. Funkadelic. Funkadelic was a VG copy. It is a well-loved Zach Mitchell. So we had somebody, I put this up and someone was like, if that record was in nice condition, I would pay $200 for it. This is how most of them look. This is still pretty nice for what it is, but finding a near mint one of this is very tough, and that's why they sell for a couple $100s. They're very tough to find. Any old Billy Schaefer. Those sell immediately, I wish, but no sir. Funkadelic's $49.99. It will still play, it will still sound all right, but it's just not dead mint. Okay, Susie has Bon Jovi for $25, going twice, going 3 times. And the other Prince that was in here that I didn't show is $19.99. And this is a 12-inch of Kiss. Kiss. And Heart or Money, I think, is the other one. Prince is $19.99. All right, so I got 2 entire crates of new arrivals that I'll have to show for that I'll show for part 2. And then we got all the Japanese. So probably in part 2, I will really focus on auctioning off all these Japanese records. Probably go back through some more. We'll go through the vintage stuff we hadn't shown yet. And that's where we'll be. Zachary says, I'll be here. I hope everybody comes back. Condition on, I will grade the sleeve, also a VG. I mean, it don't have any major damage. It does have a saw mark, but I mean, overall, it's not bad. This is the first time I've ever had an OG of this ever actually come through. Let's see. Yeah, it's about a VG plus. It's not, so. You'll have plenty of opportunities to buy some Japanese pressings. All right, sell Susie Bon Jovi for $25. And I also got this whole stack of Japanese 7 inches to flip through. Rolling Stones right there on top. There's some good stuff in there. Beatles stuff, Bob Seger, Blondie. So, Zach Mitchell, if you want that, I'm in the feed right now. I will gladly sell it to you for $40. Sell that to Zach Mitchell for $40. Zach, if that's your first purchase with us, I'm ending the feed, so I hope that you hear this. Please make sure you message our page, CollectCo. We need your mailing address and your email address. We'll be back in 30 minutes. We'll say 10:35. 10:35 is when we'll start part 2. All new arrivals and recaps and auctions. You don't want to miss it. I'll see you then. 10:35.